Warden, and you've made your way to Wardens of the Weave. If you are here for the first time, welcome. If you are a returning person, feel free to spam the chat with goblin emojis if you got them. Please, if you want to make life problematic for the players, you can submit some points to the mythical event. But anyway, we got planned today a bit of a, I'm not going to call it a filler session because it's also kind of important, but we're going to Gristle today. So, and, you know, someone's going to be getting some detail on Gristle.
It's going to be fun.
So, let me go ahead and pull up the session summary. Because apparently I didn't actually update it in D&D Beyond. View my channel. And go to this one. Alright. So after a much-needed night of rest, the party regrouped and bathed in a nearby river after turning down French toast for regular toast because they don't trust anything called French, which is honestly valid. Word of Theodomer's passing hits the party in different ways, but Creed hurts most of all. Curses are removed, and the party sets out for Beinnhold. At Beinnhold, Creed sought assurance from Father Albinus. Upon meeting him, a small wave of confusion is apparent on Father Albinus, who is definitely indeed getting up there in years. Before he recognizes Creed, the talk of stoicism, control what you can, let go of what you cannot. Creed also learns of Mother Saravel is an acquaintance, or potentially more, of Father Albinus from before he was a priest of Ilmater. During this time, Lavender and Nixie go and get pies from Delphi, a spring Eladrin, running a quaint pie shop selling Solum berry pies. They then go to Bobby Bin's smithy to purchase a sword, or a dagger rather, the stabby dagger, earning a discount with a fantastic performance from Nixie. The party then went to the Mossy Mug to confront the looming question of how is Burla going to take Creed breaking up with her. Many butts are placed when they go in. Burla asks to speak with Creed privately, and she tells him that she can't stand to wait for him and that she's dumping him, to everyone's surprise. After some time, the party traversed into the Jagged Scar. A treacherous trade route has suffered from weathering. They will meet Mother Saravel, who is clearly unstable and mentally unwell. She tells Creed that he is a tether and that there are 13 anchors and that his purpose is to go where he cannot be seen, as well as some other information. After a certain amount of time, she loses all sense of reason and begins clawing at the walls, and the party leaves to return back to Beinnhold. And that's where we're going to start the session. So, sometime before the thing is about to happen, Creed and Gloom decide they're going to go on a hunting trip. And then Lavender, since you're usually the one up first, awake first, you at some point hear screaming coming from Korthina's room.
At that, Lavender just looks over to Nixie, makes her sure, is she asleep?
Good question. Are you a light sleeper, Nixie?
Yeah, I'm dead out.
Lavender throws a blanket over Nixie to hide her, and then takes out a rapier, then runs straight to that room.
In the room.
You're gonna burst in, I'm assuming.
In the room, you'll see.
Yeah, Lavender just bursts in, but notably without any noise. She just silently as a mouse, just bursts in.
Korthina is the one screaming, and she's thrashing about in her bed.
Lavender just she kind of sighs and sheaths her sword, and then rushes up to Korthina and starts shaking her lightly.
She's ripping around. She's when you touch her, she starts grabbing you and fighting back. She's having almost a night terror, if you know what those are.
Yeah, Lavender's I'll have been through this plenty enough. And she tries to calm her down. She she doesn't want to be violent, but she doesn't really see any other really beneficial option. So she tries to slap the shit out of Korthina.
Well, after
one slap.
After
it doesn't
a couple
take
minutes,
much. She just jerks up, and she's just screaming. Just jerks up, wide eyes, screaming at the top of her lungs. And she's backing up to the headboard almost, and she's trying to get away from something, and she's and she's going up the headboard and just kind of standing on the bed, staring at the whole room, looking around.
Korthina, all right, you'll be all right. All right,
it's not all right. what the hell was that? And she's just rubbing her face and she starts just sobbing. Like, just uncontrollably sobbing. I've never had a dream like that before. Oh my
Lavender just
god!
gives her a huge hug, just wraps her in a big huge hug.
No.
And then she just goes, all right, do you want to talk about it? But first of all, let's get you sit down. I'll make you some tea. We can talk about it if you want. Let's calm you down.
Slides down the headboard. She's like still like hyperventilating, staring at this, like staring like almost into space. And she's like just in a panic. She's like, it was not real. Yeah? She's like looking around, like freaking out. Okay.
Lavender's just going to try to like, okay, wait 1 second. Wait here for 1 moment. 1 moment. And Lavender's just going to sprint back to the room and just start shaking Nixie awake. Nixie.
No, poor Nixie.
What?
Need your help. Korthina had a really bad dream. I thought you might be able to help calm her down better than I could.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry for waking you too, but
It's
kind of
fine.
felt important. All right, come on. She's in here.
She's like gripping a pillow, rocking back and forth. Just
I'm
like,
gonna try calm emotions. And start like a quiet, very quiet lullaby.
what time is it? Are we just assuming it's morning?
I imagine
it's
it'll-
later in the evening. Because
Oh, okay. I just don't
it's
remember when we got
when
back.
Lavender would wake up, but Lavender only
Yeah.
needs 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah, so like 2 a.m. I guess.
4 hours before anyone else would wake up.
Okay, so it's like stupid early morning. Got it. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. She's just sitting there just rocking. It was like horrible. Oh my god.
Just try to.
I don't want to
breathe.
go back to sleep.
You don't have to. Let's get you some tea. And Lavender's just going to like take out a backpack and start like literally just making some tea on the floor. Just like using the candle as like a little burner, Bunsen burner.
Oh.
Like, here you go. I'll put in some like good herbs for you. Let's calm you down. Do you want to talk about it?
She like takes the cup and she's like shaking. She's sitting there and she's like, it was like everything was like dead. It was weird. And there was like a hole and something reached out of the hole and it was scary. She just drinks the tea.
Did you have any particular symbols? What looked at everything? Where was it?
As much detail as you can give. I know you don't want to relive it, but you want to do it while it's fresh.
It was just this random. I don't recognize the area, but it was just like this lifeless area. Everything was like plants were dead, trees were dead. I was just walking like through a lifeless forest to this area, and I couldn't hear it. It was like dead silent. Even my voice didn't do anything. Like I would try to call out for help and it was just complete silence. And it just, the air got thick. And she puts her face in the pillow. And she's just sitting there just breathing, trying to like come down a little bit. And she's like, there was just this hole. And the hole, it was like, I don't know. I remember words, like symbols, like runes, but like I've never seen them before, but it was weird because I knew what they meant. And then, like, I could hear voices in my head, and like, it's just.
Did it feel demonic? How did it make you feel? Like, did you sense any presence? Any particular idea?
Bad. It was so bad. Like, reaching out of the hole was just this red hand, like this nasty hand that just came reaching out of me, and it was just like trying to come out of the pit at me, and I'm freaking out. I'm like, she keeps rocking.
I'm just going to try to do a religion check.
Okay.
Because I think I would know, but I don't think Lavender would know. Oh shit, that's a 22.
Nice.
You get the rough idea that you've heard something about this before, and that it's probably has something that Creed might have some answers.
Yeah. Well, I've got a feeling that Creed would know more about this than I would. Sounds very demonic if you ask me. I know Orcus is the king of death or whatever, undeath or whatever, so perhaps it was related.
Okay. I'll just she like looks around and she reaches off the bed and grabs her satchel bag and digs through it and grabs the book of dream interpretation for dummies or whatever we called it, and she starts flipping through it and she grabs like she kind of like looking for something else. She's like, does anybody have a pen like or something to write with so I don't forget? And she like
Lavender
wants
just
to-
offers her some.
for some reason Korthina doesn't have this nonsense. I don't know why. So she grabs it and she just starts writing like on like the inner cover where there wouldn't be anything, and she just starts scribbling everything she remembers in the inner cover of this book from the dream so she can remember, because she's like, I have to ask Creed when he's awake or whatever. And she just
Oh
sitting
yeah,
there, like,
don't
rocking
you remember
as
he?
writing
It
and
might be days before he's back. He went with what's her name?
Gloom.
Shit. Yeah, how to my brain just fuck up. Yeah, Lavender's just like shaking her head. He's like, I'm sorry, I'm tired. He went with Gloom.
they needed time. Okay, that's fine. She's just scribbling and drinking tea and scribbling. Like she's almost like tranced out. Like she's like coming down off of it, but like that adrenaline kick is still there, but she's just like coming down on the tail end of it.
All right. Sorry to wake you. Nixie, do you want to go back to bed, or would you like to stay awake with us?
Will you be okay with her? Or do you need the assistance? I'm happy to stay.
I'll be fine, I think, but I am thankful for your help. You certainly did a lot.
Of course, then yes, I'm gonna go back to bed. Wake if you need anything at all.
All right.
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
love it.
Dear.
As Nixie like leaves the room, Lavender just kind of smiles and just like turns to Korthina and just goes, "Isn't my daughter incredible? But here, have this tea. I made some more. This one has like a bit. This will help you if you need to sleep. You take this cup. If you don't need to sleep, take this cup." And she kind of holds it like what's his name, Morbius in
Oh, no. She's like staring at it. She's like, she looks at the cup that like, I don't want to sleep. She just shakes her head. She's like, I'm okay for not sleeping for now.
All right, so Lavender just holds out a cup of coffee.
This will be her first cup of coffee because she doesn't understand like that it's coffee. She thought it was tea, so she takes a sip. Oh, that's strong tea.
It's coffee in a teacup.
What is this? This isn't tea.
Oh, it's the strongest kind of tea, coffee. Completely unrelated, but you know, it's all beans and leaves in the end.
Oh, okay. Do we have something to sweeten this up? Because
Yeah, here you go. Lavender kind of does like a little magic trick of like pouring sugar out of her thumb, and she like uses some prestidigitation to make it look a little sparkly.
She tilts her head. What?
She's like,
Kinda smirks
and
at
Lavender
it.
says,
Oh,
"Well, you got your mind off it, didn't you? That's good.
yeah.
Keep writing.
Yes, and she takes a swig of the coffee and she just continues writing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay awake for a while. Ugh.
Do you want me to stay with you? I'm happy to do so. It's not like I need sleep."
Looks at Lavender. Yeah, because I don't want to be by myself right now. She
All
just
right.
continues to drink the coffee.
Yeah.
She's
Nixie's
like
her.
genuinely terrified. She looks genuinely
Yeah.
terrified.
I know what it's like to have terrible dreams, so
Normally
best to
my
keep each other
dreams-
company and all that.
Normally my dreams are just confusing and weird. This was terrifying.
And at that, Lavender kind of laughs and just goes, "Well, I'm not supposed to have dreams, so all of them are terrible."
That's awful. What? Why? What? I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. Normally, you're like, I know you like more material plane bound. Most of y'all that come from here. I know it's more normal for you. For me, it's not so much. But I suppose I do miss out a bunch. Why don't you, like, to get your mind off it, why don't you describe some good dreams you've had? And if y'all want, you can actually describe it, or you can just,
We're just gonna pretend like she describes random fun
Yeah.
dreams she has. Because I'm sure I could come up with some, but I ain't gonna do all that.
yeah.
But anyway,
So Lavender
that's what we
sits-
do for the next till
Yeah.
dawn.
And periodically, Lavender, like, peeks her head into the other room to make sure Nixie's doing all right with the animals, and to make sure the chicken hasn't killed someone.
Worried about the chicken.
Sir
I love that.
Cluckington.
Yep.
I'm still suspicious about that chicken now. Like,
You know,
I don't know how I feel about it.
those like chat summons, they're not necessarily supposed to be permanent.
So now they are.
But they're so fun.
So basically, somebody needs to eat the chicken.
Korthina will eat the chicken.
That's not happening. Lavender will kill someone first.
That's why Korthina never did anything with the chicken, because she was handed the chicken in front of Lavender. Korthina naturally would have just killed the chicken on the spot and took care of it. But Lavender was right there and she's like,
Yeah.
I can't do anything with this chicken.
And to point out, Lavender is not a herbivore. She's a complete omnivore. She eats meat. It's not things she likes.
I know,
And
but
she
it's a
likes
live
this
animal
chicken.
and she has more
Yeah.
respect than that.
So yeah, Lavender will just be sitting on the floor or in another chair, just like cleaning up, like mixing her, like keeping her awake by purposely clinking some of the glassware. Although each time you just notice Lavender flinch at all. She's like, shh, like you get that feeling. It's both like, shit, I don't want to break it, don't break it, and the other half is like, too loud, too loud. But like
Oh,
she's trying
no.
to keep you all awake.
No, Korthina's like sitting up. Like occasionally she'll walk around the room. Like she's trying to keep herself awake. She does not want to go to sleep.
Yep.
Yep.
And Lavender will just give, like, she probably brought it at one of the talents that they went through. She just gives her some raw beans and just, like, instructs her on how to roast them. And she just, like, looks at Korthina expectantly and, like, kind of gestures at her.
Just kind of stares at it like, I know how
You
to
gotta roast it.
Wait, what?
Roast the beans.
Oh. And she takes a deep breath and she like just lets out some fire. This is fine. Like, oh, okay, well, this is what we're doing. Roasting beans.
Yep.
This is
Yep.
great.
Yeah, so, yeah, I guess that's how the night passes.
All right.
Yep.
So, in the morning, as you all file out, you know, Char, you were blissfully unaware of everything that's gone on, but as you head downstairs, you see that Burla is serving some breakfast.
Wait, what's the breakfast look like?
Well, it seems to be oatmeal with toast.
Oh.
And inside the oatmeal appears to be a solemn berry. Or at least a little piece of one.
Lavender is just, like, walking straight past you down the stairs, like, kind of pats you on the shoulder and just goes, hello, and then goes straight to the counter to order some food.
Or is on his way, happily gonna dig into whatever is there.
And Burla's gonna look at Lavender and be like, now, I know we got off on the wrong foot the other time you were here, but, you know, I hope we can be friends, at the very least.
Likely not, but it wouldn't hurt to try.
Can I get you some breakfast, dear?
Yes, could you please provide your strongest tea and coffee and some... Yes, I'll take some of the oatmeal.
Now, by
And
strong,
could you make
do you mean, like, strong, or do you mean, like, strong?
Oh, you saw the dragonborn lady the other day. You know how big she is, right?
Oh, yes. I know exactly
Make something
how big
that'll knock her,
is.
knock her on her ass with it.
So you want, like, strong, like, big spender strong.
Certainly.
Okay.
Wait, are we talking about alcohol or coffee? I'm not there, but I'm curious.
Don't worry, I'll brew up some halfling coffee for it. You got it.
All right. Yep. And Lavender's just going to start getting like she's even though it's like in the middle of a tavern, she's going to start like setting out a little the plates. She's just going to get them from Bertha, and she's going to set a few flowers by each, some on the plate, some as decoration in like little glasses, and she's going to like get everything ready for a nice breakfast. And she like beckons over Char and like puts like a bib on him, like just napkins him up.
I love that.
Okay.
How did you sleep, Char, for once?
I slept very peacefully. Why, did something happen?
Well, you could certainly sleep deeper than I thought. Korthina didn't do well last night. It seems we all have been taking turns having bad dreams.
Oh, what was her dream about?
If I had to guess, something to do with Orcus or something else. We were planning to ask Creed, but you know how he is. He's out right now, so we'll have to wait on that. But
Okay.
perhaps you still have a stronger connection to that stuff than I do, so you might want to talk to Korthina about it if I were you.
I'll make a mental note.
All right, and Lavender's just going to sit down and wait for the others to wake up.
Eventually, everyone does wake up and go file down one by one.
Korthina's like groggily walking down the stairs. She's just holding on to the rail. Just, I'm so tired. And she needs her sleeps, but she sits down, kind of plumps down at the table and takes the coffee and she just slams it.
Oh,
I'm not the DM, but I'm going to need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
yeah.
Oh my
pretty
god.
much.
I'm telling you, it's strong. It has to be.
It's only a 9.
All right. Well, you're kind of drunk at this point. 'Cause-
Shit!
Yeah. Did you
Good
just
eyes
chug
glove.
that whole halfling coffee just now? You know, I put enough liquor in that thing to put out a horse.
She sits there and she like looks and I can imagine like visions all weird. She's starting to get all like weird dizzy. Her face is like feeling flush. She's sitting there like, what the heck was that?
Lavender will turn to Burlegus, go, wait. I think I have very different definitions of strong. I should have seen that coming. I'm as strong as in her heart like a hummingbird, not strong as in fall asleep strong, because alcohol's a depressant. What are you doing, lady?
This is why I asked you. What, do you want a strong, or do you want a strong? Like, there's a difference.
I know, it's strong. That's strong.
And I confirmed with you. You want the big spender strong, and so I put a whole big spender in there. By the way, you owe me 9 gold.
Lavender's just gonna, hold on, let me see her inventory. Does she have that kind of money anymore? She's got 3 gold.
Why
Lavender's
does
just
the
gonna turn in.
have 2 heads?
Nixie's making her way downstairs
happened to
during
the chicken?
all of the screaming.
I don't think
Lavender's
Corthina's
just
had
gonna
a
turn in
single
Nixie
drop in her
instantly.
life.
My darling daughter, do you have 6 extra gold?
I'll just pay for the whole thing.
Alright,
Go sit
thank you
down.
very much.
I'll walk up to her and I will. I will pay the 9 gold.
Well, thank you so much. Aren't you the cutest little thing?
Korthina's swaying back and forth.
Should we do something about that? And Char's like pointing at Korthina.
You don't have
Hey!
any way.
It's rude to point. And she points
Oh.
back, like, but like her hand is like right in your face.
Lavender's gonna
Char,
try.
your hair's very nice. Did I ever tell you that? And your skin is a perfect shade of red.
He's so nice.
Yeah.
Hey, we really should sober her up. That was a little different than what I expected.
Lavender, you really
And
need to
there's-
quit getting people drunk.
The
Hey, it wasn't on purpose. I'm
chicken.
usually the exact
What's
opposite.
It's happened
Huh?
2 times at this point.
Yeah. And Lavender's
I'm
gonna
hungry.
start taking out of her alchemical supplies and start trying to like craft a potion like to just to fuck off, get rid of the drunkenness.
Do you have a potion for that?
I imagine like she's got so many flowers and most of them are from the Feywild. I imagine there's something in there.
I mean, we could try
I
to
was
make
doing
her
medicine
throw
check.
up.
Oh shit, that was terrible. A 6. I don't. Lavender's just gonna take a sip of it and just like immediately like kind of puke in her mouth and just go, yeah, that one.
You accidentally used one of the numbing flowers. I need to make a con save.
Alright, yeah,
Korthina's
that is a
like,
14.
Yeah, you're gonna be talking like this, like your tongue is numb for a while.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry, Korthina, that I fucked it up. Yeah. Lavender is
what? Oh, I'm so sorry.
and
You should really
the
put your
second
tongue
time
back
Lavender makes a 17 to like make a little potion for Korthina, but she's still numb as shit. So she just like is trying to convey it to Korthina, but with her hand gestures that are completely incomprehensible and her tongue swollen to hell, she barely manages to explain it to you. She just says, "Go outside, throw up, then drink this. You have to have it on an empty stomach. Then you can come back in and eat."
She's staring at she's staring at Lavender. What? Her head tilts so far to the side it's almost upside down. Lavender, I don't understand what you're saying. She looks at Nixie. Why are
Would
you
Nixie
so
be able to
short?
translate?
We should get her some water.
I imagine Nixie would be able to translate it.
Okay. You need to
But
go
Lavender's just
outside
gonna-
and vomit.
But I don't have to throw up. This is fun. Look at how many chickens there are. There's just one.
let's leave the chicken alone.
Chicken, he's for me every second. He's for less chicken.
Leave the chicken alone. Let's step outside. I bet there are more chickens outside.
You think there's more chickens outside?
I can almost guarantee it.
Dude, we're in this place. Creed stole a chicken here. Do you remember that? I
Let's
wonder
not
if he
talk
has
about
more
thievery.
chickens. I need to go look. She gets up and
No,
starts
no.
walking out the door.
Oh,
I'm gonna try to chase after her, but I
But she's
don't
like-
know what
Char's
I'm
also
doing.
following
She's not
her.
walking. She's stumbling, like tripping over chairs and shit. Like huge ass dragonborn just tripping and falling over shit. And she like hits her head on the door frame as she stumbles out the door.
Lavender, the actual accidental architect of this chaos, is just sitting there, just sipping her tea. Just like thinking to yourself, well, I fucked that up. Didn't I?
Man, it's sad that Creed isn't here to see Korthina drunk for the first time. This is great.
I don't know how I'm gonna get Korthina to puke.
I have an idea, but I don't know if it'll work.
Whatever we that's what we need to do. Ideally, as much as she can vomit, all of the contents in her stomach. And I don't know at this point how we're gonna do it. I thought about describing some really gross stuff, but that doesn't always work for everybody.
She's out there looking for chickens. You can hear her
And I
yelling
think
for
we should
chickens.
probably get out there before she takes off trying to find a chicken.
Do an
And she's like,
investigation check at advantage.
Me?
No, Korthina.
Okay. Oh no!
Wait, what?
Do an
Chicken.
investigation check at advantage.
At advantage?
At advantage.
Oh my gosh.
Because
how
nobody
do
can
I-
explain the wiliness of the drunkards. So I'm just
I
saying.
just click it twice, right?
Huh?
I just click it twice, right?
Well, you can right click it.
Oh, whoops. Okay, well. My advantage is 7.
Okay, well, you unfortunately do not find a chicken. I
can't imagine she's drunk as shit.
I'm just saying it's more funny for someone to like randomly find a chicken and nobody knows where or how they found it. So.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna be great. She's just wandering around screaming. Come here! She's just wandering around looking for chickens.
We really need to figure out how to get her to start vomiting, and we need to get outside quickly.
Okay, we could do. I hold her down, and then you do the finger stuff.
Oh, why do I have to do the fingers
Okay.
stuff?
Could we phrase that in a different way?
Because my arms are
So,
small.
You do realize she has a long snout, right?
I know.
You're gonna reach her arm.
Somebody else has to do it. My arms are long
Well,
enough.
I will always say you severely overlooked the fact you could just like command her to do it.
Try.
I don't want. All right, we'll give it one try. But if my arm gets taken off,
Chicken is. I want a chicken.
Hey, Korthina. I'm just gonna
What?
give you a good old hug, okay?
Oh, I want to hug you too! And she gives him like the biggest, tightest air pushing out of your lungs squeeze.
Now, Nixie, now, dude, now.
Nixie's gonna run up and try to shove her entire hand down Korthina's
Wait,
throat
she's
to
like-
try and get her to vomit.
Wait, is she like on Char's back?
We're gonna, yeah, I jump up and climb up Char's back to try and reach over and shove my hand into your throat.
That's the gun!
Let's see, what would
Please
we
don't
say?
take my hand off. I do not want to lose a digit or all of my digits.
Let's see, let's go ahead and do
Oh,
This is wild.
let's go ahead and do athletics for that.
Oh no. It's not gonna go well, okay. Oh,
Drink
plus
up.
0. Oh no! I thought it was a
Well,
1.
at like, as your hand is halfway into Korthina's mouth, Korthina knows that someone's putting their hand in her mouth.
Actually, don't take off my hand.
That's gross! I'm gonna find a chicken! And she turns around and starts walking like
And I get
north.
dropped and I hit the ground. I just look up like, that did not work. Please think of
This
something
point-
else.
At this point, Lavender's been sitting inside for a while, but she just notices how long it's been, and it's like starts coming outside, and he sees all this go down. And with a tongue full of numbness, she just like you guys see this giant lady just sprint straight at Korthina, perfectly trying to aim a punch directly into her gut.
Oh no.
Alright, roll the hit.
Here to punch Korthina in the gut? Oh, she has
Yeah.
armor on. What are you doing?
Roll the
Doesn't
hit.
matter. Let's see, with advantage because it's a reckless attack. That is a 15 to hit.
You missed.
Wow.
She does like this dance dodge. Lavender, what are you doing? And she like saunters off like with some finesse, twirling on her toes. And then she stops and then sways for a second. Don't know where that came from. This is fun. And she walks up to some random person. Hi, I need a chicken.
Oh god.
Okay, so who are you?
I'm just
walking
going to
up
do one last.
Where are you? I need to know where you're at. That's gonna be the
Shoot, hold on.
thing.
I didn't
Oh,
see.
I need to go to
I
that.
didn't
There's a
press
map.
start session. I am so sorry. That is my fault. I was too into this. Where am I? Okay, she is like going this way.
Lavender is just going to try to. Lavender's going to roll a. What should we call it? Would it be a performance check? Yeah, performance check. And that is a 15. She's trying to tell Nixie, just go, convince her to throw up. Just tell her she needs more room for pie or something. Oh no.
I need more time. Give me 30
More
seconds.
time?
I'm
She's
looking,
like
I'm
dancing
looking.
over here. Like, do you know where a chicken would be?
Dearie, I don't know where. It
Oh,
would
wait,
be,
wait,
but
I have
do have
suggestion.
something that might be beneficial to you. Is because so you go into the looks like you're
Lavender.
poking into the herbalist shop, and you just see
Yeah.
Mirius standing there, and of course she's just this little dwarven woman that's very concerned for your well-being at this point. Like,
She's just a giggly fucking mess.
I
I
do
want
have something that might be helpful to you if you are looking for something to drink.
Looking for a chicken.
Well, I can probably get you a chicken afterwards. Here, just take
No,
take this
it's
real
okay.
quick.
I just want a chicken. Will it be something to help me find chicken?
Yes, yes.
Oh, perfect. And she's like saunters in up to her. What is it?
It's the potion of finding chickens.
Wonderful! And she holds both her hands out like to take it.
Now, make sure to drink up all the way.
All the way. Okay. And she just slams that sucker back.
All right, and go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Again. Here we go. 15.
You feel this overwhelming urge to vomit, but instead of vomiting, you're just starting to burp as the mental clarity begins to come back to you. You realize that you were drunk, that the effects of the alcohol at this point is now wearing off. But you just feel absolutely sick to your stomach.
Oh god. Oh god. What? Why? Oh, I'm gonna kill Lavender. What the hell was that for?
Lavender's right behind you, and she just like kind of holds up her hands and just go, sorry, and she's just going to turn to that herbalist and just try to go, and she's going to roll a performance check again for that, and with a 6 in performance, she's trying to say, I really fucked that up. You wouldn't happen to have anything to get rid of the numbing. It takes too long to make.
I
He's gonna
messed
come
it up.
behind her and try to translate. It's like, do you happen to have anything that might help with a numb tongue?
I suppose depends on what caused it. I don't know.
Lavender just pulls out one of the flowers.
I'm
Fey
not familiar
flower.
with this particular flower. This why would you eat such a thing?
She was trying to help, but things are just going very wrong this morning. I'd like just one thing to go okay.
Well,
Korthina's just rubbing
I
her
suppose
face.
you could try this, and she hands out this potion. It looks to be like a lavender color to it,
Ooh.
but it has like
Lavender's-
sediment floating on the bottom, like hovering around the bottom. You gotta make
Lavender
sure
is
you shake it
kind
up
of-
real good.
Lavender just shakes it up and places 2 gold on the table. And kind of gives a thumbs up and just like downs it.
Okay, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Alright, let's see. Cons throw. Oh shit. That is a 8.
Oh no.
Well, it does its job, but your skin changes color, and now it's like it's like your skin is now completely like stark white, and all your veins are very visible as like you see like all of your veins popping with a bright red color.
She's albino.
Lavender just like looks down at herself and then turns to Korthina and just basically goes, well, not much different, ain't it?
No, just more vibrant in the vein. She's like peeking between her fingers, like her eyes are squinting, like the light is obviously bothering her. She's like, oh, yeah, okay. Why did you do this to me? She's like rubbing her temples and stuff, like, oh, I'm gonna be sick. Hold on. And she just staggers out of the store over here.
Lavender
Oh.
gives a wave goodbye. And as you notice, she's first going to do a medicine check on herself to try to see what the fuck is happening. Is she dying?
She's just
That is an 18.
It's
It
just the
seems
after effects of
you've
the-
drunken like a general antitoxin, and I mean it did its job, but it just seems to be reacting strangely in your system.
Alright, Lavender's just going to say to the shopkeeper, if I die, I won't blame you. Thanks for the help. And just like gives a thumbs up and walks out with Nick, and like waves to Nixie and just gives her a thumbs up too. And just like turns to Shard and says, holy shit, that was a rough morning.
That was certainly interesting.
I need to
Uh-huh.
wash my hand.
Do we still have to make her throw up? Is that still a priority?
No, it's fine now. And Lavender's
No,
just going to
it's
turn to
fine.
Nixie and just go and like use her little prestidigitation magic. Like kind of like she like beckons Nixie over to hold her hand.
You
I like the gross hand.
If you want to, like the best, if you really need help saying it, you could think of presto digitation, even though it's not pronounced.
Oh yeah, that's better.
Prestidigitation.
Presto just I just wanted to call it the cool spell. She uses the cleaning spell to just clean up her Nixie's arm.
It's like saying Irish wristwatch. You know, it's just one of those things.
Irish wish. Irish whisk.
I love you, Lavender.
Shit.
I love that. Korthina like has her hands on her knees, sitting there like she's obviously like heaving, but she's trying not to throw up. Like, okay.
Alright, I will admit
Nope.
that was not the best start on my part. I was trying to get you a good coffee to keep you awake like you wanted, but I accidentally said the strong, not the strong.
Oh my Lando. Okay.
So,
thank you.
As it turns out, the wrong strong is the one Creed would have liked. You got the wrong one.
Ah. Oh god.
In my attempt to cure you of that, I poisoned myself, which is not very smart of me, but you live and learn, I suppose.
Oh my gosh, that's wonderful, Lavender. Can we go now? She's just like over it, like, oh
Yeah.
no.
I'll just grab the plates and everything else we left behind. I'll just like put it in the sack. And like Lavender just like sprints back, like abnormally quiet yet again on the cobblestones, and just like takes out her mimic. And like if you are inside, you would see like her just dumping every piece of food into the mimic. And like the mimic's just like lapping it all up.
Cat, why? Cat.
And just
Sorry.
like and just grabs everything to hit the road.
Can we eat it even though it's in him? She points to the mimic.
And Lavender will hold up the little mimic and she'll be like, yeah, she can shoot it out and like hit like hold cocks the mimic like a gun. And I imagine like a few pieces of food just normally clean. Like you realize, okay, they weren't digested, they're just fine. Like it just felt, it's just like as if they're just in a sack. You see it pop out of the mimic's mouth.
That's really cool. That's actually really cool.
Yeah, that's the best part about mimics. They can harden the shell to make it no different from leather.
She's like
And this
laying over the horse a little bit, like with her head on the horse's back. Like, was I really trying to find a chicken? Was I really like obsessed with chickens? I don't know why I remember chickens.
Well, the only thing I could do to get you outside.
Are you Draconic? I do mean to ask. A Dragonborn. I don't know much. Are they related to dragons or just similar appearance? Or in your case?
Similar appearance. My parents like to think we were from them some long time ago, but I know better.
Well,
I'm not stupid.
Well, I think in your case it might be true. I heard dragons love to eat chickens, so maybe that's the correlation.
I don't know. I like a good chicken every now and then. Not the whole chicken, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I don't hurt Sir Clunkington over here.
No.
I mean, to be more accurate, Sir Clunkington would rip your throat out first, I believe.
She's like staring at the chicken like, I swear he had two heads. You know what? Never mind. That was the booze talking. And she reaches into her satchel bag and she pulls out like a bandana of sorts, and she like puts it over her head to like cover her eyes as she gets on the horse. You guys are gonna have to pull me. And she lays down on the horse like across the horse's neck and just hangs there like, oh, I'm dizzy.
Yeah, that's not great.
If this is what hungover is, now I see why you guys don't like it. But why do you drink? I don't understand.
You seemed really happy while you were drinking, though.
Was I? Oh, that's wonderful. After last night, I deserve it. But no, I don't want to get drunk.
Well, let's get ready to go. Char, you okay? Next year, you still want to wash that hand? I understand if you'd still want to wash it.
Well, I just want to forget that it happened, and not bring up that I just shoved my hand down her throat. We're just gonna ignore it. We're gonna move on with our lives.
So wait, that actually happened?
No,
I thought
it didn't.
that.
Did not happen.
No.
Oh god, I'm so sorry. Did I bite you? Oh no.
I was really afraid I would lose a finger, but we're all here, all 10 digits on both hands. So let's just move on. It didn't happen.
Yeah, because when you were reaching in there, you had like huge ass teeth and shit. It took your whole arm down to your shoulder and it didn't work.
Oh yeah, the chances of it were slow. And then I realized I had a spell that I could have used, and I was just felt bad.
Oh god.
Wasn't my best idea. Wasn't my best idea.
Yeah, and Lavender's just going to turn to her. Yeah, trying to grapple the 6'7" lady that could like rip you apart with her bare hands. Yeah, that didn't seem right.
Oh, she wouldn't have done that. Right, Korthina?
What?
I'm afraid.
I love that.
We should go. We should go.
Yep.
I'm on board. Let's go. I never want to come back here. I never want to look these people in the eye.
It's okay. It'll be too soon before we come back. Oh, we should leave a note for Creed and Gloom that
I mean,
we're heading.
they're gonna
Like-
they said that they would meet up with you. They know that you guys are gonna go to Gristle, so the plan is
okay.
they're gonna just meet up with you in Gristle. So,
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
so you
They're just
guys
taking
load up
around.
on your horses. You take off. You know, you pack up food. You get whatever else. Delphi waves to Lavender goodbye.
Lavender just waves back.
And she gives you a small little smile before you take off and head towards Gristle. Let me go to here. Is this the right map? No, this is not the right map. Hang on. This one.
Oh.
I need to delete that one. Let me just go and delete this one. There we go. So, you make your way down the Draxon River. All the way down to this little town. And as you show up, you pull in, you see a whole bunch of people tending to the farms. And
I have lots of what's that questions.
And as you look in, it's a quaint little village. In the center of the village, you see that there are some rocks. Big rocks piled high. They look like the mountain of stones that you've seen before. But it seems as though the village is centered around them.
Well,
You wanted to come here, Lavender?
yes, well, this is the first place I remember, so couldn't tell. I've been avoiding it for a while, like I said, but
Quick question, if you want to just private message me to answer this, but how long has it been since you were initially first here?
alright, give me one moment. I'll just text you it.
Can I hear the town name one more time?
Gristle. Gristle.
Okay, no, disregard. Yeah. Thank you.
We should
Sorry.
touch the rock in the middle. Maybe it's lucky.
Sorry, 1 second.
It's okay.
I have a feeling that
Alright. It's been a long time since I've been here, but truth be told, I've been purposely avoiding it. It's all well and good to learn more about yourself, but I don't always like the answers. I imagine it's been quite a while.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Do you remember what you were doing here?
To be frank, not much. It's just the first town I have memories of. To be truth be told, it's been 60 years. Yeah, I heard that laughter. Yeah, that sounds. I'm judging you on that.
Oh wow, look at the fields, they're so pretty. Oh.
Yeah. Lavender's just giving him the side eye and just says, yeah. It's complicated. This village has been right here the entire time, but it just never felt right to come back. But I suppose now we're here.
Yeah.
Should we ask around about you? Maybe somebody here recognizes you from 60 years ago?
before we go asking people their opinion of her, do you have any idea what their opinion of you was?
Oh.
I actually gotta wait for. I don't actually know that.
I'll
have to read your order.
The general impression that you had gotten is they thought you were just kind of weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
As long as we're not gonna get. Go ahead.
Is it a bad thing or?
Yeah, go ahead.
I imagine I'm the queen of this town, maybe slightly less drunk.
Yeah.
Slightly.
Slightly. Okay. Slightly
And there wasn't
better than
anything that
before.
you might have done that, if someone were to hear your name, we would get thrown out of town.
I mean, if I did something, I probably already killed them, or they died of old age. But I think we'll be fine.
Okay. All right. Okay. Then yes, I'm on board with that plan.
Well, I suppose we all let's go forward.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
explore
And
the
walking
door, perhaps?
forward, you see that there are some people out in the fields, tending to the fields, picking fruit, picking random herbs that you're not familiar with, but they kind of look like the herbs that Theodmer once had, putting it in his pot. You see a bit more of a rotund guy sitting in a chair there at what looks like the biggest tent in the space.
Lavender's just gonna walk over.
Like, and who might you be, miss? And he reaches back behind and he starts just scratching his ass.
Well, what race is he?
He's human.
Alright,
Everyone
so
here is
Lavender.
human.
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna
Lavender's-
attach Sister Maribel to Korthina.
Yeah, Lavender is just going to turn to him and just go, "Oh, just a passerby. I was here long ago, but I am afraid most of you wouldn't remember me.
How long ago were you here?
60 years or so.
Oh man, that's when my great grandpappy Long John was around.
Oh, aren't you Long John?
I am.
suppose it's-
I'm Chief Long John. I'm the chief of this here village. Although, I don't know, the people seem to be a bit more unruly as of late. It might have something to do with the rocks that aren't singing no more.
Oh.
Singing rocks.
Oh, could you tell? I'd like to hear more about that if you don't mind.
See those rocks right over there? And he's gonna point.
Yes,
Right over here.
the song was quite beautiful, and
So, those
So-
rocks at one point were singing, but now they don't make no noise no more.
how long has that been happening?
Oh, that happened like a couple days ago. Ooh,
Well, ain't that a
that was
coincidence?
a big.
Well,
Sorry about that. There was a big thunder strike.
oh, that's. I wish it was thundering over here, but damn, you're lucky.
That was
I
a
wish.
big one. Oh,
I just
man,
imagine
it shook the house.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah. Wow.
You okay?
I want to die by a thunderstrike or lightning strike.
You okay? Oh, the cats are afraid right now. Oh no.
I bet.
Anyway. Sorry, where were we?
Oh, I just imagine it's thunder and lightning, very, very frightening right now. But nah. Lavender's is going to turn to Chief Long John and goes, "Well, I'm Lavender, and this is my daughter Nixie, our good friend Char, and the best lady in the world besides, well, me and Nixie, Korthina. Oh, and sorry, Maribel, you're here too."
You can see he's
okay.
picking his nose and he's gonna like reach out his hand. Well, pleasure to meet you.
And Lavender's just going to pointedly shake his other hand. And then just go,
Okay,
Well,
you're kind
you
of
would-
weird folk.
"Well, I suppose that, yes, but there wouldn't happen to be anyone around over the age of 60 with her."
No, we tend to lose all our people over the age of 60. Old age and all.
Yeah, I
Bummer.
suppose that's... Yeah, bummer. That's the right word for it. Well, I suppose y'all don't happen to keep any records of the goings and comings and goings of this here village, do ya?
The only records we got are the bar tabs that Herbert over there racks up.
Well, ain't bad.
Last
people.
I heard, he owed at least 3 silver. Unheard of record in this particular nearby state.
Well, I suppose it is. Well, how about we make you a nice little deal? I suppose it might help out with your little antics in this village. We'll do our best to make that rock sing again. Hi, that beautiful song.
Now, what might that deal be? And he's just
Well,
hacking up
I-
phlegm and just he's not even covering his mouth. He's just hacking up phlegm right at you.
You can see
Ew.
Lavender's skin is slowly going more gray and green as she kind of backs away, half a step away, and she just goes, "Well, I happen to notice some herbs coming in. If we get it working again, y'all wouldn't mind introducing us to some apothecaries or the such to go over some potential new recipes and such that y'all folk might use quite often with them."
Oh, we don't really use any of them recipes. They're a bit too fancy for us to comprehend. We usually just send all of our stuff over to the next village.
I suppose
So,
that. Yeah. That's another question. And
But
Lavender is going to turn to the others.
If you could figure out why the rocks stopped singing, we would like to have the rocks be, normally the rocks don't normally make noise, but we would like our rocks to have the noise back. It was kind of peaceful when we had the songs coming out of them. But
Yeah, I can understand
we got
why.
some people complaining it's like bad omen, something like that. I don't know, something about people get, war happening. I don't get it, but if we can get our suit.
Yeah, I
music back, it'd be
suppose.
great.
We'll get the music back for you. You give us some herbs and an introduction to the next town.
Sure thing.
Well, Lavender's going to turn to the rest and kind of like raise her eyebrows and go, "Y'all down for that?"
I don't see why not. But where do we
Sounds like a
start?
good deal.
I think
Let's
we
go
should
check
look
out the
at
rock.
We should touch the rock.
We
Just
should
touch it now.
the rock. I want to
Lavender's is
touch
going to turn to
touching the
everyone.
rock.
No, Lavender's going to throw up her hands and just go, "Everybody, one at a time. We don't need an enthrallment scenario. Okay? It looks like Tara's going first."
Alright, we'll touch the rock.
Okay, you touch the rock. It's a cold rock. It's a pretty big stone. Like it's jagged, mountainous looking. It's got some like random bits of gems poking out of it, but doesn't seem to be out. Nothing special about it.
Lavender's just going to try to remember the song, what the song sounded like. I'll do a history check.
Feels like a normal rock, guys. I'm pretty cool.
I was made for loving you, baby.
Yeah, Lavender got a 14 for remembering the song.
Music.
You remember that the song was a bit softer, and it tended to be a bit more, nice, calm, peaceful kind of song. You don't remember the exact tune.
Lavender's going to turn to Nixie and just go, "Well, it seems to be in your area of expertise, my dear." And she's going to try to hum a bit of the song, like very off key, and just go, "Well, it kind of sounded like that. Not very much, but maybe you with all your music might be better at this."
I do want to take a closer look at the rock myself, taking in a note of your off-key but
Terrible song.
beautiful tone. Keeping note of all the notes that you could remember. Just in case, I don't know. I want to do identify to see if there's anything magical about the rock or like that. I would like to use identify.
Okay.
On the rock.
Well, you figure out that
It's like
there
a
is
lot
no
for a
magic
rock.
affecting the rocks.
Okay, so there's
Rocks are not
absolutely
magical.
nothing magical about the rock.
It's a normal rock,
That-
right?
Are we? And it did. How did it?
Lavender's just going to have a little bright moment and just turn and just go, "Holy shit, this is either the stupidest motherfucking thing I've ever thought of, or I'm a genius. And y'all can't convince me otherwise."
What is
We're
it?
near the edge of the Freedom States. It wouldn't be that uncommon. If this rock truly is not magical, surely was not the cause of the song. Perhaps it was a home or conduit for something that was. Perhaps some pixie or another sang here.
So, like, you're saying it could have been like something
in the rock.
a fey creature would live in, or
Yeah.
Fey creature, demonic, it could be anything. I mean, it could straight up be a lady living under the rocks, but
So
Someone that
how are
can
we
sing
gonna
all
get this
day,
rock's
alright.
voice back? Are we gonna go find a fey to put into this rock, or
That doesn't.
We gotta figure out
That
if it's
seems a
hollow or
tad
not.
cruel.
I was thinking more that Sherlock Gnomes are out. You know, the lad. Interview the witnesses to the crime.
I'm not sure.
What do you think,
I would
Korthina?
look- I am not, and Korthina's just gonna like. I'm assuming this is like massive, so she's like walking around it, trying to see like go into like okay, you ma'am, she's in my way. Pretend she's like behind me. So
Sister Real was just getting in your way constantly.
yeah, just about.
Here, let
So-
me just go ahead and do this.
Okay, yeah, Thank you. So, yeah, she can stand right over here. And she just looks around to see, like, if there's, like, any marks on it, like something could be climbing up it, or if something would be, like, could go in it somehow. Mostly, like, climbing, like, scratch marks or something like that, if something would be climbing up it. Because I'm assuming it's super tall, right?
I mean, you would find that there might be marks or scratches on there, but nothing beyond, like, what you might expect random ass kids trying to climb up on the rock would be.
Oh, okay. So, like, I don't know, because she's really interested in the gem part of it. Like,
I mean,
why does nobody take the gems? You know what I mean?
It's just it's all part of it. It kind of glows with it. Like but it's not abnormal for that specific type of rock.
Oh, okay.
So.
Going. I have an idea, but I think it might be as silly as Lavender's.
Well, we're all for silly here.
You like ideas?
Going off of there's someone living in it, what if they heard like a call and response kind of thing? They heard a tune. If they played it back, or if it was, we could tell then if it was kind of like bouncing off of it, like if there was any way that somebody from the outside could play something and you would hear it cast through the village.
And
like
perhaps we... Oh, what? But we can kill two birds with one stone, I believe. How about you leave their way? We can ask each commoner to describe the song. And perhaps while they sing, we might notice if it bounces off the thing. And if it works, we've got our answer. And if it doesn't work, we've got the full song, which we can investigate.
Yes, I agree with that one. That one, yes.
Well, Nixie, would you like to lead the charge?
Sure.
Or do you like
Let's
me?
go up here and we can see is commoner over here and ask him about the song.
Alright, you see it's this older woman that's her eyes are very clearly like shut all the way, and she's just holding onto a stick, and there are flies buzzing about her.
Oh. Excuse me, ma'am.
Who's there? Who's there?
So
I'll
sorry.
hit you with my stick. I swear. I'll hit you in the particulars.
Oh, whoa, calm
You
down.
don't have to wave the stick. We're not trying to hurt you.
Well,
Korthina's
what do you
trying
want?
to be like gentle.
We just had a question.
Question?
Yes.
What the hell's a question?
Oh, wow.
I have a silly idea. and Char's gonna say this really quietly. We could just like project the noise and then just get out of this town.
Lavender's just gonna turn to Char and just go, the whole reason we're here is I need to learn more about why I was here. I feel the song might be connected. I'd rather figure out the actual song than try to scam them.
What if it's in the next town with the records?
Well, we can look through this town first and head straight there. If not,
Okay.
And like, do we see like any food around here?
Oh yeah, I mean there's a stall with like this is the food stall here. Like you see some like fruit, laid out
Okay.
for people to.
Is it like?
There doesn't seem to be any
Does it
price
look-
tags.
Does it look like recognizable to me,
Oh,
or
yeah,
like?
I mean it's fairly
Do I feel like
recognizable
this is
fruit.
like?
Lavender's just going to do a medicine check to try to see if the lady is blind or just like what exactly is wrong with this fucker.
Sure.
All right, that's just a 12.
Yeah, she just appears to be blind from old age. Like she doesn't seem like she's.
Yeah, Lavender's just going to whisper over to Korthina and just go, well, I suppose that's the fate of your races.
I can hear all of you just fine. I'm just blind. That's it.
So sorry.
And
The other part-
she's gonna take a random swing at with her. And Korthina, she's gonna whack you in the knee for 1 damage.
What? What was her roll to attack?
It was it was a 20, but like random luck. She
I was
got
gonna
a
say
nat.
she wouldn't have hit.
Well, she got a nat 20, so I'm not factoring in any like positive modifiers here. I'm just saying that she just went forward with her stick and whacked you in the knee.
Oh, what did I do?
Y'all are talking about me.
We're
State
trying
your
to figure out
business
why
and
the
get outta
song
here.
stopped. We're trying to figure out why the song stopped in the stone. We're actually
Oh,
they were
Is
wondering.
that why you're here? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, I apologize for my earlier outburst.
Well, thank you. Now, they think if we get all the pieces to the song and start playing it, the song will start again. So, do you remember at all what the song sounded like?
Sounded something like. This
is gonna be wonderful.
Wonderful.
Do we write this down? Is this?
Lavender just turns to Nix and Giscus. Did y'all get that?
We
I mean-
expect Nixie to remember this.
Okay.
Yeah, I get it.
I need to hear it again. Could you do that for me one more time, please?
Ah, the voice of an angel.
There was a run in
That's
the
what
first
my
one.
late
Now I'm
husband used to tell
confused.
me.
I'm gonna try to like sing it back to make sure that I like understand and can and have it kind of memorized as much as I can back to her.
Go for it.
Oh, you are gonna make me do it. Okay.
I expect it.
Okay.
Or start praying.
It's something like that, I guess. But when the part goes, you gotta go.
I can't. I don't know how to get this down. I'm not gonna be able to remember this. I'm not even sure I got it the first time.
Well, so let's find someone else. Thank you very much, ma'am. Youngin.
So much.
You're welcome. Sorry about hitting you in the particulars.
Oh, thank you. It's just my kneecaps. It's fine.
I don't know what a kneecap is, but
Particular thing.
sounds like it's particular.
It's very important. Thank you. I'm gonna go up to this person. Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah. What do you need?
Somebody
We're
who can
trying
sing.
to figure out and help you guys get your stones to start singing again.
Oh,
You
you're
later.
here for that. Okay. Oh, I thought you were here for a completely different reason.
What
Oh,
reason?
that reason, big.
Well, I thought you were going to get some alcohol.
Oh no,
Absolutely
we don't
not.
need any more of
Yeah,
that.
no.
Oh, you
I don't
sure?
drink.
There's
Yes.
only 1 bronze per alcohol.
I'm okay.
think
I
we're
don't drink,
fine.
I promise.
About the rock.
Yes.
Yeah, what about the
Do you
rock?
remember? Do you remember the tune? Because we were thinking if we sing it again, it'll all come back.
Well, I don't know about the tune, but I remember like seeing Herbert touch the rock and then it just stopped singing.
Herbert? Who's Herbert?
Herbert, that
Oh,
guy
the
over there,
guy.
he owes me 3 silver.
Oh,
Bastard
no.
hasn't paid any of his tabs for at least 5 alcohols.
Well, I suppose it's to Herbert we go. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Could you tell us a little bit about Herbert?
Oh, he's a drunkard. He's an idiot.
Uh-oh.
Well, if she thinks he's an idiot, he might be a genius, but we'll have to see.
Perhaps we should find this Herbert.
To banish Herbert.
And she
Where's Herbert?
points
Herbert.
down over in this area.
Oh, I
okay.
completely missed this. Lavender's just going to do an investigation check on the stone.
Okay.
That was an 18.
All right. Well, it seems like it's a stone that doesn't make any sound.
The perfect knowledge.
That yeah, I think Nixie did that earlier too.
It's a cold stone.
Well, yeah, with identify, it's
I
like
just wanted to
it's a
see if
stone
it was.
that-
I wanted to see if it was magic.
yeah, there's no magic in the rock. Like
It's
just,
a
I think
singing rock. Would you not immediately
it
think some kind
was
of
a
magic?
singing rock.
Was the keyword, I suppose.
I think the magic's gone, but that's just me thinking out loud. Anyway, we go to Herbert.
And you go to Herbert, and he's sitting there with both fingers up his nose, like he's digging for gold up there.
Oh no.
And he turns and looks at
I
you.
expect him
Yeah,
to
can I
sound-
help you with something?
Damn it.
You
Alright,
got
not
some
a
pretty
genius, I
looking women
suppose.
over here. Jeez, did you find out about my tab? Is that impressive to you?
No, we want
That's
to know
more
what
person-
happened when you touched the rock.
Oh, who said I touched the rock?
What's it matter if you touch the rock or not?
Oh, well, I didn't. Also, wasn't drinking.
Okay. Okay, so you did, and you were very drunk.
No, that's entire. You're lying to me.
No, I think you talking opposites?
I don't.
Lavender's just going to like whisper over to Nixie and just go, "You wouldn't happen to be able to suggest him to tell us everything."
Oh.
would you?"
He's gonna pick out. He's gonna pull his finger out of his nose, and he's gonna like looking at the treasure he found. He's gonna eat it.
No.
Or it's gonna gag him a
Even
little bit.
Lavender's right before he does, Lavender's going to cast just the cleaning spell to clean his finger. There's no booger left on it.
Oh man, that was a nice one too. Oh
No,
no.
why are you gross? Why are you gross, you child? No.
Just tell us what you know about the stone.
Nixie's going to get very incredibly frustrated
I'm
and
saying, it wasn't me. It was that weird lady that came through here.
What lady?
I don't know. Kind of looked like her a little bit, but like was wearing some fancy
Ooh.
looking clothes.
Wait, looked like who?
He's gonna point over at Lavender with his other booger-soaked finger before sticking it in his
Lavender's
mouth.
Lavender's just going.
Please stop.
Lavender's going to pretty much go straight up to him, like tower over him, like lean straight down into his face and go, "Describe her exactly,
Well,
or
she's
I
like,
swear I'll make your nose so clean you'll never pick a booger again."
he like extends his hands out. He's like, she's like this tall, and like she's wearing this weird dress thing, and she like didn't look she didn't look like a human anyway. Kind of looked like you, but your skin's kind of not the same color.
Oh, I mean that's not much of an issue. What color? Blue, red, green, yellow, white, orange.
Now you're confusing me.
Pale.
With like, what is this? Like some sort of edumacation?
What did she look like?
I told you I wasn't drinking, so
I guess me what color? You fool.
I don't know what a fool is, but I'll just take that as a compliment.
Oh my god.
Sure.
Oh my god.
Which way did she
Lavender's just
go?
going to take out a gold coin. Lavender's going to take out a silver, like 2 silver coins, and just like hold them up in front of each of his eyes, and just goes, "You tell us in full detail exactly what she looked like, what she did, and where she went, and you can have these 2 silver to pay off your tab. Well, part of it anyway."
Two silver, huh? I don't know what you meant about gold. I don't even know what a gold is. Like, that sounds fake to me. That doesn't sound real. But in any case, I guess if you want to pay 2 silver off my tab, that'll cover me for at least the 3 drinks. So
Lavender,
Yes.
don't spend any more money.
All right.
I'm one more booger being flicked at me from snapping. So, and in very aggressive tones, she is going to use suggestion and say, "Tell us everything you know about the person who looked like her," as I point at Lavender, where she went, and if she is still nearby.
well, she was kind of tall. And is it a save?
Lavender's
It
just gonna
is
go.
It's an athletics check? No, I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. Why did it still say athletics check?
I'll look it up. Suggestion, right?
I'm so
Use
tired.
wisdom.
No, so it's either intelligence or wisdom.
Yes, must succeed a wisdom saving throw or have the charmed condition. It's wisdom.
Okay.
Wisdom
We
14.
ain't got any of that.
You got a 12.
Yes, he suggested.
So, how tall was
Angrily
she? Was she
suggested.
taller than me? Taller than this dragon lady here? Taller than this?
She was
Tifa here? Taller than human?
she was a tall lady. Tall lady. She had this weird dress on, and she kind of just touched the rock. And when she touched the rock, I turned around. I wasn't drinking, by the way, and I kind of just fell over into the rock. And then she just kind of looked at me, and then just wandered off.
Which direction did she go? Did she go towards the bar, towards the fields, towards the old log john over there?
He's gonna like dig his pinky into his ear, and he's gonna point it out in point it to the north, so in this direction. He kind of wandered over
Alright.
that way, and he's gonna put his finger in his mouth with the earwax.
Lavender
Let's
stirring.
Let's go in that direction. Let's go in that direction.
Yes, and Lavender just goes, okay, so last few questions. What color was the dress?
I feel like that's a trick question.
Is it because you don't know your colors?
Lavender's just going to look around for each color and just go, okay, was it the color, like the color of my skin here, the color of this grass by the road, the color of that Ruth, the color of your booger?
And he's
Color
like, going,
earwax.
yes.
What if he's colorblind?
Which one? Which color?
I don't know.
Okay,
all of them, maybe. I don't know. I told you I
So it
wasn't
was like
drinking.
a coat of many colors type of thing.
It was, yeah, that makes sense. He said a weird dress that, and now he's describing every color, and it's on an Eladrin. It'd work.
Okay, I can't
How
handle
about
this.
skin?
He's gross.
Last but not least, what skin?
I don't
Color
know.
your.
Like, kind of like a grass, but like yellow, but like green, but like I don't know. What is this sort of like? I don't know what this is. I need to get back to work.
Okay, Lavender's just going to turn and just go like a fuck. Like, she's literally pulling out her own hair.
We should leave.
We need to
We
go in
really-
the direction of.
We'll murder him and everyone else, and then myself.
Let's go, guys. Come on, Maribel.
We need to talk about the education in this kingdom. Korthina, you
I-
might want to bring that up
no,
with Lady
man.
Songbird.
This is
I-
painful.
I've never met someone so stupid. I can see why I haven't been back to this village in a while.
Now I can see why you left.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. We're gonna
I wanna
go
play-
ahead.
Makes that old lady in the
I-
cave
I-
a genius.
I need to use the restroom real quick, so let's go ahead and take a 3-minute break while you guys stew on the brilliance of Herbert here.
That was
That-
so gross.
I was one burger away from taking off my headphones.
I was.
Yeah,
Christina was like one booger away from grabbing him and shaking the shit.
And then Lavender pulled out the money, and I was like, oh, no. No. We are
Lavender's
not spending our money on an idiot.
Lavender's thought way the process was basically give him the money, hit him straight in the fucking mouth, break his nose, take the money, and leave.
We want to be able to come back if necessary.
Cortana wanted to shake him so bad. She was clenching her fists and white knuckling herself like, oh my
Honestly,
god.
without dim shit, if we had killed him, it would probably have been a favor to everyone in the town.
They probably
But
been
then
like,
we'd
oh,
have had to pay his tab.
Come back.
Yeah.
You could pay his tab.
You paid his tab.
His tab is
Quick
now
question.
silver.
Yeah, but if we gave him a gold,
I don't
But
want
they
to
have-
give him any money.
oh, right? I do have the feeling you could probably trick everyone in this town into giving you anything you want if you just said a
Oh,
word.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We become like mayors of this town.
Doing a parade through the town singing about how we're their new royalty, and then they have to worship
Yeah.
us.
You know, we do need like a new safe house. You know, things are getting dicey after
Using
Stonecall. Like, this would be a
suggestion to
good
do
place.
it.
That
If it comes down to it, we could.
that would be amazing, but I don't know if I could handle Herbert. We'd have to exile Herbert.
We'd have to exile Herbert.
Execute him first for treason.
Yeah, treason, just straight treason.
We could bury him using for
Against our
purple.
ears.
Hang on, I gotta go through and delete some things here. And I gotta add some stuff to the map.
Oh no.
That's just painful. That was painful.
That's fun but painful.
Gagging in character and out of character.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
where I was at. I'm like, oh my
I
god.
mean, I was really hoping you'd actually offer him the gold piece, because like that was.
I almost did, but like Korthina also wanted to grab and shake him. Like, just
I thought gold piece. No, fuck you. As in, fuck Herbert. I'm not giving him a gold piece. Not even 5 silver. He gets 2 at most.
genuinely was hoping you were gonna try a Herbert impression from Family Guy.
Yeah.
No, not that one.
Advice up here. I can't do it either.
He
Yeah,
whistles when he talks.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh my god.
All right.
I got it.
Let me switch up the music here, because you guys aren't in Gristle at the moment.
It's so bubbly and happy.
Well, yeah, it's a nice little quaint little town. So anyway, we're hitting resume
Yeah,
session.
everybody's about as smart as 2 rocks.
They don't have an education.
Here.
Oh, we're back here.
I mean, yeah,
Oh.
you guys recognize this place because this is the closest, pathway that connects to Gristle.
Lavender's just going to stand still for a moment and just go, fuck. We're back here.
It was a few days ago, Lavender. It's okay. Where's Nixie?
Sure, everything will be
Oh,
fine.
jeez, hang on.
Where's
I
Nixie?
almost forgot.
Where
to
is
bring
Nixie?
back Nixie. Hang on.
There she is. I'll take her.
This isn't good.
It was so dark.
This is very ominous.
And
Aye,
Is it night?
Lavender's
now?
just going to start muttering in Sylvangus, and you realize it's just curse word after curse word.
Lavender. It'll be okay, I promise.
And she's got her hands on both her swords, and she's just walking slowly forward.
So, like, are we assuming the person he pointed that went this direction following the path?
Yep. And
Okay.
as you go further along, you begin to hear an echo of singing.
Oh.
Floating through the wood.
Does it sound like how the song was described, but actually...
Pretty.
I was gonna say better.
Yeah, I'll say yeah. It just seems like a
Korthina
much
looked
more audible
lavender.
version of it.
Oh.
Can we like pinpoint the direction it's coming from?
He said it's just gliding on the air, so I'm assuming if we just keep going, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So if you
Lavender's
want to
got
make
a
some
handle
investigation
to help.
checks and look around, you guys can
Yeah.
do
Me.
Investigation. Go. Yep, that's 9.
Oh, I got a 6.
that.
Let's see. I'm trying to check if the thing where you... I'm going to futures and trades.
12.
It's,
Go, Nixie, go.
So what are you looking to do?
sorry, 1 moment.
See if we can find the source of the music.
Across the river.
Lavender's going into her rage state. She's like seething. Just by the fact she has to be back here.
I mean, this is
So
this
she's-
is pretty generic. This is like a regular road.
Oh, is it not the same clearing where
It is the same
where the
clearing. I'm just saying that it's a pretty major road. It's not uncommon
Yeah.
for you. It would not be common for you guys to pass through here regularly.
Yeah, but this is the first time since the Bloom
Oh, yeah.
attack.
True.
So Lavender's seething at that. So she's just got a hand on her hilt, and she's going to do an investigation check, which would be which is just going to use the athletics because of how it works.
Okay.
Oh shit! That's just a 9.
So
Bam.
Nixie, you get the general impression that it's probably somewhere in. Let me change the color of this. In this area.
Oh, Is that a cave? It looks like. Oh, I'm sorry.
Here, let me go ahead and
I la-
lock it.
I
I
tried to
suppose
move
Nixie,
and then it was there.
oh, Nixie. Oh, yeah, you weren't actually here. Yeah, but Nixie was there. So this was there. Yeah, everyone was camping, and out from nowhere came this massive, like, kind of creature that kind of looks like a deer with like flowers, but dying, and like attacked Lavender, then was killed, and it was Lavender's friend.
Oh, okay.
Somewhere in this cave, perhaps?
I'm gonna stop and listen, trying to hear with the ears of if I can figure out what direction it's coming from, and say that it's point towards the cave and down that way, and just kind of go, this one.
That way?
Yes.
Not good, not good. Everyone
Okay.
be on guard.
Well, we should take this slow. Can Char see, like, can he see anything in there? Can he try to make like a perception
Oh,
check
I mean,
or
like
something?
this. I mean, it's an open area. It's just that so it's not a cave. It's just like it's a clearing that has tall rocks surrounding it.
Kind of like Stonehenge.
Yeah.
Okay,
Can we see
perception
anything
check.
in there?
You
Looking
don't-
for
Yeah.
You
somebody.
don't see anything in there.
Oh,
Bam.
well, surely there's nothing in there.
For now, I mean, it could be invisible.
I did think about that.
Yeah. It's always a possibility.
I want to
Alright.
stand just at the base of the entrance of like to the cave, or not cave, but like the opening, and I want to try that call and response thing from earlier, where I sing the first half of that song to see if it gets anything to kind of sing a certain thing back.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
You're gonna make me do it again.
roll
I will do it again
performance.
if I need to. Okay, performance. I'll do it based on this roll. 21.
Damn, that's good.
No, because of performance. She's a dang bard. I expect this.
I was just waiting for the nod from the
Okay.
DM.
And the music seems to stop as you do this, and you hear something respond, and it's a bit more notable direction wise.
Mm-hmm.
Can Char cast see invisibility on himself?
Sure.
Just to make sure. He doesn't see anything, right?
You don't see anything right now, no.
Okay. There is absolutely nothing in here, guys.
That is not true. I'm gonna get a little bit closer and I guess try again. And sing it a little bit louder this time and maybe a longer piece of it.
Okay.
I could do performance again. Not as good, but
All right.
19.
And you hear this song come back again. Nope, that's not it. That's not supposed to happen.
Oh, I like this one.
That's
a very happy song. I know
time.
why they missed it.
Nope, this is not what I want it to be. Hang on.
Okay.
Hang on. I'm picking the wrong things here.
Yeah, I gotta turn him up. I turned him down earlier. So I can hear it.
Where is it?
Do 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 do.
Nope, not that one. It's this
Oh.
one.
Oh.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Almost like a music box.
It's so pretty.
And Lavender, go ahead and do a history check.
Alright. One moment. I have to check something. Would that be... Shit. Sorry, one moment. I'm trying to find the thing, but I cannot.
What, history?
I know, I was trying to find whether to use the strength for history or not, considering it's a
Yeah, just go ahead and roll
One
just
moment.
regular history.
Yeah, I always do regular history. Alright, that's a 19.
So, while the words themselves seem foreign to you, you have heard this song before. Not just like I mean, everyone's heard this before, but you have heard this. Like you now recognize this song on some level. But this is the song when you were initially being chased out of the forest by the one ghost-looking thing. This is the song that it was singing.
Mhm.
Oh, I recognize it.
Yes, well,
But
oops.
you recognize it. Beyond that, even.
It's familiar. The song is very familiar.
You get that the sound is coming from around there.
Lavender's going to pass by the grave and kind of nod her head and continue.
Alright.
We should follow her.
Korthina
She seems a little bit more relaxed, but her hand's still on her sword. The rapier, not the long one.
And as you gain a view of this space behind here, you look and see an Eladrin woman. And let me actually post the image here in the chat.
It really is all the colors.
Yeah, can't blame.
Okay, that chunk is onto something.
And she's gonna look at you. And she's going to kind of put a finger to her lips as she's is dancing her fingers around in the air, plucking at what seem to be invisible strings, drawing strings out of thin air. And she goes, "Shh. Just a moment more. This part is humming in C sharp, and it's being so very shy about being seen." And then, with this string, she lengthens that out, and it seems to be taking form, shape with a specific color as she adds it to her robe.
She's weaving with them.
She says, "There, a song preserved. Now, what are you?"
Lavender is just going to step forward and just go, "What do you mean?"
Well, it seems you are here for a purpose. And it seems as though you are looking for something.
Well, we were after a certain song, but now I know it's more than that. That song, I know it from long ago,
Do you?
and yet again.
It is a rather intriguing song, if I may say so.
It's followed me for a long while. I must ask, why do you have it, and who might you be?
Oh, my name is Lyris. I collect songs. I make things beautiful. And sometimes I rescue the stray magics that are lonely.
Then I must ask, where did you get that song? Did you take it from the rock or something deeper?
There was a song stuck in some stones where it was not being treasured or valued. It was so lonely. All that music and nobody listening. So I listened and I remembered what it was trying to say.
I must ask for the song, or at least its meaning, for it's chased me for a long, long time. From that stone, from the woods, where Ghost wandered 2 times before. And I've run from it, but I need it now. I need to know what it said.
You really did love it, didn't you?
I can only assume so. I have no memory of it.
I understand. But if I gave it back, it would just simply hum again. Sitting there alone, bored. Stone is so terribly boring.
There's more to than simply stone. It could be anywhere else. And Lavender's just going to hold up a jar of ashes. The ashes, she's going to unhook it from a belt. And I imagine it's like all crumpled leaves and sand with glittering bits, and just go, "This belonged to a dear friend I forgot. I thought it would only be fitting for a song to be beside it. Until at least I find a place to lay both to rest properly."
And you wish to take the song from me and simply lay it to rest. You wish for it to die.
Not at all. That's why I carry the jar. If I wished to lay her to rest, the brilliant bloom, then I would have left her ashes where they stood. But I will continue carrying until I know the truth, until I find out why they were here.
And what truth do you seek?
Why my memories are gone. Why forgive me for the name, but why, Benetrix is after me.
Ah,
Why the bloom was dead.
so you have made a grave enemy.
Perhaps an enemy, perhaps something worse.
Well, it seems as though she has laid her mark upon you.
Quite so.
And for that reason, I do not wish to give you the song.
And why would that be?
Because
It seems you know more than I.
It will not be safe with you.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. I have a feeling that, whatever the reason, that song is important. And if I don't have it, it will just continue to be stuck somewhere it shouldn't be. Why would it be in that stone to begin with? It doesn't seem like it belonged there either. I can only imagine whoever placed it there meant harm.
Who did place it there?
I have no idea.
Because the song does seem to recognize you.
Perhaps it's more than I thought. I wish to know the truth. And for that I would need the song. If not, I can't imagine anywhere less safe.
What about
sorry,
a
give me one.
trade?
A trade?
I could give you one of my songs. One that has never been heard before.
That is...
One that may never get to be heard.
That is an intriguing prospect. Are you the one that
And then
called
I
out to
could
me
keep hold of
initially?
the song. And keep it alive. And treasured. And heard.
And are you the one that called out to me just now?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll persuasion at advantage.
My heart is racing.
Nice going next to you. You're doing great.
My heart is
Carrying it.
racing. Okay. Okay.
Ooh.
And then.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
You want to try to go for a higher number, or you happy with that one?
I'm gonna stick with it.
I mean,
I don't want to risk getting anything lower.
Well, it's at advantage, so it's the higher number that wins.
Okay. Then yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the 20.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a very
That was
drastic
pretty
number.
Very well. I will make this trade for you, but you must ensure that this song is kept safe. and away from the dreary droll of those brigands.
Anything would be better than with them.
Yeah, especially for their weird, gross guy.
I can give them, well, before I offer. Since that song suffered, do you think another one would?
Perhaps you could teach us to place songs back in songs they might appreciate. I know there are
Songs-
plenty they would sing along to every day and work and play. If you taught us how, we might be able to do so.
So you wish
That
to
way both
abandon-
parties are happy?
You wish to abandon a song within that stone.
Not this one, no. And I wanted your permission before I made any decision of the such. If it's bad, teach me that it is bad. I do not know. It made many
It's-
people happy,
If
but
the
I did not
song-
know that it was suffering.
If the song was valued, then it would be acceptable. But it did not seem as though it was valued.
So, we want to keep this one. This one will be kept personally with me. But if I were to give the
Yes.
town another song that to teach them to value and love the creativity, would that be acceptable?
That would. Do you have a song in mind?
I can be coming up with one quickly, yes.
Very well.
It's got to be a shanty or some shit.
It's gotta be something upbeat, preppy, marchy. Okay, hold on. Getting it. Da, da, da.
Oh, what if you looked? What's the song from Frozen? It's from the opening. It's like the one good song in the movie.
Yeah, say nah.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Song.
Wait, do you want to
The ice cutting one?
Yeah, the ice cutting song.
Oh, the ice cutting one. I know what you're talking about.
I don't know the words. They're in a different
That's
language,
a good
but
cover
that
though.
one.
I was thinking more of the what's it called? I'm just had it up. Frozen. Frozen Heart. Frozen Heart. Yeah, like a chant for them to sing along to as they work.
But make it farming themed.
Yeah.
Warm the hose and bags of seeds and burn the armor rounding.
Yes, exactly.
These wooden stacks of verses to pounding.
This is
Yeah.
wonderful.
The splinters in my hand
Are you actually singing the song in character, or is this?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Maybe less laughy, but yeah.
So as you're singing, she's going to draw a strand.
Oh
from
no!
her,
Don't take one from me.
Well, she's going to draw a strand from her robe, and she's going to hold it out. And as you're singing, you can it's like you can see the words taking form and imbuing itself into this thread.
At that, Lavender's going to try to make an Arcana check to understand how it's working.
Okay.
Oh, that was only a 14.
Well, it seems as though that these threads themselves are magical, and whatever she's doing, it's imbuing magic into these threads.
Mm-hmm.
So the songs are contained within the threads.
Oh, I was just trying to see if Lavender could copy it like Eladrin to Eladrin.
Is there?
Because it seemed like this is like out of character, but like synergistically it works so well. Like Nixie makes a song, she puts it into a string, gives it to someone.
I'm gonna say no.
All right.
That
Is there a way? Oh, go ahead.
yeah, for this particular fae, this is just something that she is innately able to do, and it doesn't. But you would not be able to innately do this.
All right, Lee.
Is there a way, maybe to do like an insight check to see if she's doing this in a positive way? Because it is scaring the ever-loving heck out of Nixie right now of the idea of somebody taking it from her.
Well, I mean, you did offer the song.
Yes, but
But is this the song?
that's what I
going
want.
to be-
I wanted to clarify. If that's it,
Sure.
then as long as it's still within the link to the trade, and she's not just taking things without Nixie's permission.
Well, sure. I mean,
was
was this like? 'Cause she was under the impression that this was going to be
Okay,
the song
yeah.
that she received.
Yes. That's fine.
Or it's the song that is going back to the village, and she's gonna ask you.
That's okay.
Turning to Nixie, Lavender would just like see her and just go, "Don't worry, it's just a trade."
That's the song for you. Please, I apologize.
And she's gonna say, very well. And this is a rather gorgeous strand, and she's gonna add it to her cloak. And
I'm glad you appreciate it.
you wanted to return a song to that village.
Yes.
After you.
Oh, we're all just going back to the village. Okay.
Well, no, she's like referencing that, for you to sing again.
Oh, yeah, okay. As much support as you guys were given earlier, because my brain's blowing a blank.
Let's see.
Yeah, so go ahead.
It was like dead silence. I was like, oh, gee, thanks.
Well, go ahead and roll performance.
Performance? Yeah, okay. Yeah, because
I
that.
imagine it to be a song with like some lyrics, but that don't occur too frequently because I'm trying to like imagine a balance. Because like if you just had the same song on repeat with lyrics again and again, you'd fucking go
Yeah.
crazy. But if it was like once a day, like at
That's what I
noon
was
every day, the
thinking.
song would start,
Uh,
and it only
Just
happened during while they work.
The misty mountains cold. Far over the
Oh, yeah, that's
the
perfect.
misty mountains gold.
God.
Something like
I
that.
don't remember the lyrics.
Yeah.
Burns hard.
Copyright strike. Watch out.
Makeup day. Misty.
That actual song is like 20 minutes long. The full thing.
Yeah,
It is.
it's so pretty. I loved it. I knew exactly the one you were referencing.
Yeah.
Like it's.
That's
I
another
was-
one where I don't know the words, but I can do the do do do.
Yeah. I love those dwarven songs.
Yeah. That song's gonna be stuck in my head the rest of the night. Do you want me to, I can keep going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, I'm
I was just gonna do it.
I'm not expecting you to. Like, if you want to, go for it. Like.
I mean, it was a 21. I'll celebrate with a 21.
So, but yeah, she imbues the thread, and as it becomes imbued, she just wraps it around in a circle, and then she presents it to you. And you can tell that her hands are significantly larger than yours. Like she's a massive woman, and she walks over and she hands.
Is she
you
even
the
taller than a
sign.
Lavender?
Like she's like 8. She's like 8.
Like she's gonna have to take a knee to come even close to me, and I'm just gonna look up. Hi.
Yeah, no, she's big.
Hello.
You've got two Eladrin mothers now.
Yeah, I'm just the neck is fully cranked back. Yes. I'm having a hard time talking. Sorry. Thank you. I appreciate it very much. And I like reach my hands as high as they will reach.
Be sure.
Christ.
Be sure to sing if you know the words, and then hum if you don't. The stones
As you wish.
must remember your voices.
Okay.
It's like
Okay,
tucking a song
I will.
back into its cradle.
And making sure that it is cherished.
And she reaches down and she plucks a string from her little sash that she has, and she winds it up and presents it to you, Lavender. This
Lavender will take the string.
is the song you were seeking.
And Lavender, like, kind of just holds it and starts humming it as she, like, moves it towards the jar of ashes.
Here, let me go ahead and I'm gonna send you the song. And you could theoretically translate it, but Lavender currently does not know the translation to it.
Yeah, Lavender's just going to have to learn it later. But for now, she's just going to try to sing it into her jar.
And I will remember this. Your voices, your insistence, and your care. And perhaps one day, I will weave you into a story. And she turns to walk away. Threads of
Lavender,
light.
but
Oh, go ahead.
Lavender's just going to go, wait, one moment. I must ask one last question.
Yes.
Could you tell me anything about the song? Who placed it there, or Benetrix? It seems I've lost him a lot, and he seemed to know so much more about both situations than I do currently.
That song seems to be that of a folklore, common with the Air Genasi.
Mm.
But it was carried within a heart that knew sorrow.
Well, yes. Thank you.
As far as Venetrix Hjarta goes, if she doesn't wish to be found, she generally is not found. You have to know what she looks like to find her. And she does a
Alright, thank you.
very good job of making sure she is never found.
Mm. I suppose it'll take a while then. Thank you, though.
You would be better off cutting whatever losses you may have had and living your life.
I don't think that will be an option for me, but I appreciate the advice.
And then she's going
Thank you.
to turn around and she's going to be humming as she walks away. And she vanishes between two trees, threads of light trailing behind her like the tail of a comet.
Lavender's just going to turn to Nixie and just give her a massive hug. Thank you so much.
Okay. I don't ever want to do that again.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
should have asked like where she was from, or where she was going, or
I don't think
I
she would have
wanted that
answered.
to be over as soon as possible.
You don't like the
Aye.
adventure?
The adventure is fine. The thought that somebody can take something like that?
Yeah, you're starting to know the feeling I get every day. But yeah,
That's pretty
it's
wild.
quite unpleasant.
I didn't know that it could just be taken.
Well, you offered it, and so it is exchanged.
No, the offer was fine. It's just the pure idea that if somebody with ill intentions could just walk up to you and take something like that.
Yeah, that's generally why you don't mess with the Fae. I've said it time and time again, and I'll say it time and time again, that's what happens. And she was
You have the song. As long
Yes.
as you have it, please, for the love of everything holy, keep it safe.
Well, I think that's plainly obvious, I will. And Lavender's just gonna, like, try to listen to the song. I imagine it's just gonna be a humming to her from now on. Like, it's like thrumming through her body. I'll have to research it more later. I don't know the language, but I hope it'll be useful.
I think we should go back and put the music back in the stone.
Yeah. And perhaps we'll get some nice stuff out of it.
Sorry, I meant to say she was an archfey, not an Eladrin. She's an archfey.
Yeah, you don't mess with the Archfey. I knew she looked like me, but she's much more powerful.
I would have
To be like her
do
one day.
anything to help you in any way that I can.
You gotta be careful how you say that, dude. Dear.
You're right. No, I take it back.
See, you're so sweet, Nixie, but you don't know what you're getting yourself into sometimes.
No,
It's just
I
you.
know. I just try, okay?
A for effort.
Yeah.
If it means anything, the naivety has just been written into the character at this point.
Yeah.
That way, when I say something stupid, it really is in character. Like, I would to use identify on a rock.
That actually made sense to me.
It does make sense, you know. She's little and she's young, but not like too young, and she just goes out on some random adventure. Heck yeah, I expect
And
that.
it being her first one, yeah.
Heck yeah, it's expected.
Having not yet killed anybody, just trying to hold on
Yep.
to that loving childish nature.
She hasn't
I was
killed
specifically
anybody
avoiding
yet.
yet.
Yeah, I know.
I'm specifically
Optimism.
avoiding whatchamacallit, translating the lyrics, but I'm like so tempted. I'm like, wow, this is amazing. But no, I will not. Not until it's time in character. And Lavender's just gonna hold Nixie an entire way, just keep her on her shoulders. Kind of like parading her. And also like making up for the
she
weak
was at
legs.
this point.
All right, so we're gonna go back to the village.
Yeah, I want to try to put the
Yeah.
song back in the rock.
Okay, let's see what we can do.
That lady was
Oh,
scary.
does somebody grab sister? Yeah.
It was very intimidating.
There you go.
I hope to be like her one day. She was really cool. I mean, besides the fact she terrified Nixie, that was still really cool.
Yeah. Nixie, go run!
It's just like ah. I also need to apologize to that dumb guy.
No, it's okay. He's too dumb
Lavender's
to
just
remember.
gonna- Lavender's,
No, I was a tad mean. The boogers were grossing me out. I was getting annoyed.
But you know what? Just don't. Just pretend like it didn't happen. We're just not gonna pretend it didn't happen.
Lavender's just gonna suddenly stop for a split second and look straight back. Her ears are like completely perked up and her skin is gone like by now I imagine it's back to normal, but now it's completely like white as a sheet.
Oh no.
What, Lavender? What's up?
I heard a voice.
What?
And she's just gonna go back and continue walking. That's all she's gonna
Oh.
say.
But what? You,
Hmm.
you, what? Korthina's just standing, looking back and forth, like, you don't want to go
Yeah,
look.
you Lavender just turns back and he says, I don't think it'd be useful.
If you're
But-
sure.
Lavender's just going to like turn even whiter. Like she's suddenly like even paler. Like she's like almost. You imagine like if she's any paler, she'd be transparent. But she'd be like, you know what? This is what. And you get to hear like start to say, this is and in Sylvan, I bet you'd catch it. She's basically like going, this is why you don't travel with people. And she's just like, you know what? She puts Nixie straight down, kind of like plops her down. Like how you plop down a cat and just goes,
Yeah.
you know what? We have to find it.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay.
I guess we're looking.
Investigation check, I think.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Investigation.
8.
So, what are you looking for?
The voice.
Okay.
Are we all investigating?
Korthina
Do you
didn't hear
want
Jack
to
at this.
investigate? Because nobody else heard it.
No, but Korthina was hearing just in case she heard something else. But never mind. Korthina didn't.
I
do.
will roll his investigation at disadvantage. An
Oh, shit, I'm
11.
supposed to be at disadvantage, right? I can't remember.
Do we?
I mean,
Anyone?
it's just me for me. It's just a way for me to do a canon version of someone redeeming points. So
All right, Lavender.
Oh.
Oh.
Jeez,
Damn.
man, way to scare us like that.
Yeah, Lavender is just like,
Thanks,
no,
chat.
I told you we couldn't hear it. And turns straight back around and continues walking.
Okay, let's go. Ugh.
Continue the Gristle.
She's just holding on. Like you see her like clenching the jar. Like, and like to her like ripples of the song I guess going through her constantly and from now on.
all right, go back to Gristle.
Okay. I like Gristle's music.
This is peaceful here. We go touch the rock again.
So, Nixie, this is you touching the rock.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I get to go touch the rock and
Ooh.
try to cheer on the townsfolk to join in the song.
What a bard thing to do. That's
I know.
great.
They still don't have to fuck the town. No, Lavender doesn't say that. Lavender does not say that.
I think Lavender should say it.
Lavender specifically says in Sylvan.
Okay.
Laughing her ass off. Lavender. God.
Lavender like turns straight to Korthina and whispers in your ear, "If you tell my daughter what I just said, I will slit your throat."
I would never do that. That's between you and
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I pulled up the lyrics to Misty Mountains. And then I'm gonna walk up to the rock. The rock.
The rock.
I'm gonna touch the rock with the thread that she handed me and like kind of like lay it where it lays flat against the rock, the whole thing. And I'm going to begin to starting quietly at first, but then remember like, oh, I've got to be, I have to be heard.
Let me do this. Hang on.
Okay.
I don't know if I'll get in trouble for this, but you know, whatever.
I'm gonna go get my clarinet and my guitar and just start strumming.
Ooh, nice.
Such a pretty song.
So I'm assuming you're just singing this.
Yes.
And all the villagers are gonna like kind of pipe up as they all begin to wander over.
Are we gonna have a Whoville moment?
Herbert's gonna walk up with his finger digging for gold.
Thank you for remembering that song.
And the thread is going to begin to glow. Oh wait, hang on, I just jumped over to the 18-minute version of the song. And as the thread begins to glow, you can see that it's as if the music itself is just now emanating out of it, and it's filling the eyes of all the commoners around you as you look around. And the thread begins to imbue itself, and it's almost as if it's dissolving, but it's dissolving into the stone. And the rocks begin to make this sound.
Far over the misty mountains
And the commoners are all just enamored.
to dungeons deep and caverns old.
And Chief Long John's gonna walk up, and he's gonna say, "Well, that ain't the song that we initially had in there before, but we kind of like this one."
Will it work?
I suppose this one will do just fine. I don't really have anything to give you guys for as far as reward goes, but you can have all the stuff that's in that trunk over there.
Thank you.
Lavender's just going to turn and just go, "Sing the song, DLA, or you'll lose it too."
Please. You have to remember to cherish.
Well, I suppose we'll do our best to
things that you
remember to sing the
enjoy.
songs. We don't want to lose our singing rocks again.
To keep them, they need to be cherished.
as you open the chest, you find that it is filled to the brim with gold.
Oh yeah.
Amen.
And it's like, yeah,
Well,
we
they made a deal.
don't know anything about what that stuff there is. That's all useless to us.
It's okay. We'll take care of it.
Thank
Yep.
you so much.
So we
yeah,
just start
you guys-
shoving it into our bag.
So you guys get a grand total of 240 gold.
Oh,
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 ways, but Lavender's is going to say, I think Nixie should have a bigger cut.
Heck yeah. Nixie gets the bigger cut.
mm-hmm.
She gets at least half. That fair?
Let me. Okay.
That is not necessary.
So 120 divided by.
Oh,
We each get 40, and Nixie gets
There's 2.
120.
It's 30 because, you know, Sister Maribel was there for moral support too.
Oh, well, you know what? She doesn't use it for gold. She's just a gold dump.
She uses everything she's got to support the team, okay? Also, just to avoid copyright, this is Far Over the Mist Mountains Cold Ultimate Edition by The Hobbit, Clamavi de Profundis. So, you know,
All right,
please
so
check out their stuff.
yep. Nixie gets 120, everyone else gets 30, including Sister Maribel, who we begrudgingly hand over. Or at least Lavender does.
I feel bad for her because she's just kind of a tag along. We don't do anything.
Okay,
I'll be honest, if you put out a feeler to get one more player,
she's a
for her.
heal bot. I mean, if you want, I can put out another ad for another player. Because especially since
I mean, that'd be nice.
we're
See,
gonna
why
be-
not?
We're gonna be losing Char for a couple months here.
What? Months?
Yeah, it's starting in July, maybe, potentially.
Months?
July.
Yeah,
Hopefully
I
I'm back
suppose-
by December.
Months?
I do say, yeesh, that's, well, I might be gone then too, but hopefully not. I don't know.
That's a long ass time. Why?
I'm moving to the Philippines for a little bit.
Ooh, my family's from there, that's nice.
I'm excited.
Shit.
From the Philippines?
I'll try to. I hope my connection's good.
Oh, you'll be
We'll
fine.
be in Japan by then too.
Lavender, you'll be fine. I don't want to hear it.
No, I'm saying, if you end up over there, we either both do it at the same time. Yeah, that's exactly what we have to do. I'll keep your ass. I'll come down on the plane.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm just saying, one more player wouldn't hurt then.
Yeah, I can get someone to fill Sister Maribel's spot.
Or maybe Sister Maribel dies and new character, you know, cleric.
Okay, look, the thing I have plans for Sister Maribel and her little side quest deal is going to be very useful lore-wise for the rest of you. So,
Alright, yeah, that's
Right,
probably
that's
used to.
what I was thinking. So, eventually, we gotta do her quest. Eventually.
Yeah.
We just have a lot of stuff going on right now.
oh yeah, and Sister Maribel understands, but she's still trying to like heal her kingdom.
I'm telling you, you need to get a play for her just so you can have a person be like, bitch, we need to do my shit.
Well, I mean, Hyuda is
That's
also just, like
hilarious.
way the hell out there.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you guys are still like constantly on the look for something. You guys,
Yeah.
from what she knows at this point, that you guys are digging for an artifact of ancient power right now. And
I mean, that works too.
She has some degree of interest in that because maybe she can use it to save her kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Maybe.
Lavender.
but
Yeah.
I'm worried I might need to go apologize to Herbert.
Why the fuck would you do that, dear?
Don't worry about it.
I was so mean to him earlier.
you look over at
You
Herbert.
just
He's got his pinkies in his nose and he's got his thumbs. digging
I
his
take it
ears.
back. Never mind. I take it back. Never mind. I want to get out of here.
Oh, I swore you were picks fingers, pinkies in his nose, finger in his ass.
Korthina literally picks up Nixie, puts her on a horse, and grabs everybody's like, let's go!
Well,
Let's get out of
you do
here.
understand that you got to meet Creed and Gloom here, right?
Lavender's is going to
Leave
sit.
a note.
Lavender's is going to put, like, take out a piece of paper, write down, "Fuck this place. Don't talk to Herbert. Get the hell out of here." And then meet you,
To the
meet
rock.
you, meet you back at Bertha's. And she's just going to like kind of use some paste. She's going to mix some paste from her flowers and just stick it to the rock. And she turns to everyone and she just goes, and she doesn't roar, but she like in a loud whisper, she just goes, Long John, Herbert, everyone else, if anyone touches this note, save a tiefling that's completely grey and a little frog lady with them. If anyone else touches it, I'll come back and kill you personally and take your song.
Well,
You better not want
nice.
that. Yeah.
We just gave you a whole bunch of that, whatever their stuff is. You seem very excited
Yeah, we
about.
gave you-
Leave it alone.
Yeah, we gave you the rock, so leave it the damn
I
thing
mean,
alone.
if we see him, we'll let them know that note's for them. But you know,
You know what I mean. Well, alright, let's get going. And Lavender is going to, just for the heck of it, just to see what the fuck happens, she tosses 1 silver, and she's going to do an acrobatics check to try to make it like bounce from person to person, so everyone thinks it's theirs. To like start a fight.
Lavender.
Okay, that was a 17.
I mean, you're able to like flick the coin, and it bounces, and it's gonna land directly into the hands of the pub owner. She's like, ha ha! Herbert, I suppose this will cover you for at least 5 drinks.
And Lavender's like, oh shit. As Lavender kind of swears to herself, like, oh, I wanted to fight. And I guess like starts riding out.
Let's go.
Where to?
I guess we're going back to.
Beinnhold.
Where
Yeah.
are we going?
I put the note for Bertha. Dad to Bertha so we can make our next plan for.
Back to Burles.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bertha
Maybe
or
get somewhere that
Bertha?
goodbye.
It's Burla.
Berla.
Burla. But I mean, you
Yeah.
probably just wrote Bertha, but Creed's gonna just figure it
Yeah.
out. It's like, oh, he probably means Burla.
Yeah.
That's funny. I want that whole thing played out. That sounds funny.
Yep, exactly.
But as you make it back,
Lavender's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you make it back just fine, and you know you're back before it gets too dark, and you can see that there's some people, you know, out and about inside the mossy mug.
We gotta go back to Stonecall at some point, guys.
Well, certainly, but we should at least wait for the others to come up with a better plan.
That's true.
If to be quite honest, I'm not keen to head back. Especially now, I don't personally have a reason, except for to the tomb, but we can, like Char mentioned before, we could use a sending message to get the information.
That's true.
Char, do you think you could do that, actually? Maybe get a head start on that if we knew it.
I do not have that prepared today. Tomorrow, for sure.
Certainly, then.
Well,
I
I told Lady Songbird after we're done in Gristle, we'd head that way. So
Korthina, I understand why you went back, but look at Nixie. And Lavender's just going to bend down, like, kind of, like, hold Nixie's face up, like how you would hold a cat up, kind of. Like turn her chubby cheeks toward, well, not chubby at all, like really thin cheeks, I imagine still, towards Korthina and just go, does the face look like one that would survive in prison? Do you think they would rip her apart? They would take her songs and make her play the banjo and, like, the harmonica and sing about how great the king is. I don't know. Something terrible. Yeah.
Lavender looks at Korthina looks down at Nixie and then looks at Lavender and raises an eyebrow. You'd really let that happen?
Of course not, but then obviously I wouldn't, but that's what they'd do, and then we would have to start a huge fight, and we would have to take over the kingdom or run away, and that doesn't seem like a good solution. So I recommend we probably don't just head straight there, because if we do, that's exactly what's going to happen.
I wonder if I know an attorney somewhere over there.
I have a concern about the trial. So we know that like Setheric has like people in high places and everything. What if this trial is like rigged? Because he did get that one person executed.
It's obviously rigged. It's obviously rigged. Why would they wanted to, they could just miss the charges. It's only because Setheric wants it that it's still going on.
So
yeah, I mean, if they cared, he could have just said, hey, we just found out it was like some evil dude, and he made a deal with the devil, and this is the proof. But he didn't because he didn't care. He didn't want to. He wants to kill us.
feel like if he wanted to kill us, he would have done it already. Or he would have had us arrested for something stupid and framed us.
Well,
Honestly.
he just did.
I mean, it kind
He
of
just
seems
did
like that's
again.
what he's doing now.
Yeah.
We're gonna die.
We're not gonna die! My god, Jar! Don't be ridiculous! Like, it's a long shot. That, I mean, could I see him trying to get us sent to prison? Yeah, totally, 100%. I don't like the guy as much as you guys do, but I don't think Lady Songbird would let that happen that easily.
How do we know we can trust her?
Yeah, when Morning Song kind of exploded, it seems like the conversation you and her had, she was kind of like mad at us for being a loose end. This could be her way of, cleaning up the mess that we made.
And even if she wasn't, who's going to say she's really going to stick her neck out now? Even if she had the best of attempt with how mad she is, I wouldn't be surprised if she didn't pull all the strings that could get us out. Even if she's not framing us.
Yeah. I hear you guys. I genuinely don't think it's I feel like once we get there, we explain what happened, we present our evidence, everything should be okay.
And if it isn't?
Then we ask Gloom to break us out.
We also don't really have any evidence.
I really don't like that plan.
Korthina kind of like opens her satchel. She doesn't pull it out, but she looks in it and she kind of gently like pulls out like a corner of the book. We have this, and then we have.
Look,
Yeah, we had all
I could
this up.
look. I'll just be honest. If they really wanted to know the truth, they'd cast the truth spell. But like she said to you, she basically said they would just say we lost their memories of hiring the assassins. So they'd probably say we lost the memories of writing the book in the first place. It's bullshit. It's completely bullshit.
Even if we went through with the trial, we can't risk all of us being captured, right? So that means like we'd have to separate the party with like people who are going to trial and people who aren't going to trial.
First of all, you weren't even there, so you should not have to go.
Oh, I've got a solution. I've got a very crazy solution. That's terrible, but it would solve all our problems. What is the evidence they have on us? All we have to do is have Char cast invisibility, give it to Gloom, lead the guards away, have her break in and destroy all the evidence. And then maybe frame the Sylvanas guy or whatever his name is, frame him instead. So then he has to get himself out of the whole mess himself.
So, they don't. It's kind of like
It's
almost
way
a
more-
word of mouth situation because all the guards we tied up, they're all the witnesses against us.
Exactly. That solves the problem then. We make a new little note that basically says they were brainwashed by a demon into thinking we did it when really it was Cethric. It's just as credible as what they were saying. Who would you believe more? That they're the guards of a dude that dealt with the demonic artifacts who were brainwashed, or that a bunch of people that just came in, broke into his house, killed him, brainwashed them, did all a bunch of stuff, and then stole their stuff and left? I mean, I believe the guards were the fucked up more.
Oh, I don't know, guys.
Especially when one of them is, when the guards are just random people, but you work for the government. You were in the army.
Yeah.
I mean, especially if we make some evidence for that, we basically go, wait a second, we look at the evidence, and then the evidence comes to light. We basically say, we don't even go to trial. We can say, look at the evidence, blah blah blah, and it just shows they're brainwashed, and boom, the tables have turned. The turntables.
Do you know how the judicial system works in Stonecall, Korthina?
Do I? Does Korthina know that information?
No.
I didn't think so. And I wouldn't know anybody, would I, who would be able to help us out?
But I'm telling you, you guys, I think we will agree. We just go in, we either murder the guards for being dickwads, or we plant evidence to say they were misbelieving and were wrong, and it was a demon that did it, not us.
No, how would you? Why? How?
We just sneak in and we just have create or someone make a nice copy of forgery. Maybe a fake contract. I mean, I think if I practice, I might be able to make that contract work.
I don't.
This will be even stupider. This is even stupider, Korthina. I know this is even stupider.
Okay, I'm listening.
What if we found a criminal, one of the Thorns Guard, maybe? I'm not a archfey. I'm nothing close, but all it would take, I believe, at least from my understanding, and Pia DM, if you want to really fuck with us, or not fuck us, and we're gonna say no, we don't want to work. We can fuck him over by basically beating him up, make him wish, make him make a deal. Basically, say, we give you these memories, we give you this information, and in exchange, we won't beat you up. We make a pact with him. Then he
that's
presents
pretty
the
evil
evidence.
right there. That is.
Yeah.
That's evil.
So we
Why not?
frame some random Thorns Guard guy. Is that what you're saying?
He's a Thorns Guard. He's a Thorns Guard. He's a fucking. He probably helped burn down the village. They're evil.
Gloom would probably be 100% for that.
So that's all we do. We have Gloom torture him a bit. We basically say we'll make a pact with you, Fey pact. If you say that an Archfey did it, or like maybe someone that wanted to make you enemies with Ushali, make more enemies, make the kingdom fall apart from within. If we just say, if we make him believe that, make him have a fake memory of that. We plant some information on him and like drop him off by the guards. Boom, he's got memories of it. He's got information. He's telling the truth. We're free to go. And with that, we don't even have to interact with the guards that said we did it, because now they think they were lying too.
But what if they cast Truth Circle?
Well, the guards, it would be the same as casting it on us. They would, if they cast it on us, they'd think we just forgot the memories of it. They cast it on the good guards that told the truth, or their version of the truth. Well, they are telling their truth, but they don't know the true story. And this Thorns Guard does. He's telling the truth. He's got the information. It's a win-win.
So we tell this Thorns Guard guy we capture. Why are we saying? Are we out in the open, or did we go into a room?
I'm just assuming you guys are just out here in the open conspiring, but like nobody cares because like you're talking about Stonecall. Like,
Yeah.
We are whispering this. Korthina would not want to talk about this out loud.
Lavender says, all right, first, let's get us a pie, then we can go to the rooms and talk about who's going to die. I like that rhyme.
You ran out of pies? You bought 10 pies last time we were here. It hasn't been 2 days.
The good pies.
no,
And look, Nixie, she ate all of them. Nixie, yeah. Nixie ate half the pies, but I also just, hot ladies hot.
Well, you go get pies. I'm gonna go up to a room and we can discuss this further.
All right, Nixie, you want to pick out a pie, Nixie? Hello.
Oh no, you're muted. Maybe. I don't know.
Okay, Lexi.
I was muted.
Were you like trying to say stuff the whole time and you were just like,
Yup. Been talking for a minute.
it's like, hey,
Oops, all
nobody's
good.
listening to me.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out. I was like talking, and I was like, "Wow, we're just not getting a response." And then I heard the muted, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I sure am."
I've done
Yeah.
that so many times.
Let's go get a pie.
Lavender's, how much a pie? 10 pies were for 2 gold, right?
Yes.
Lavender's going to get 30 pies.
She does not have that many.
Okay, she's just going to get 10 pies again.
She's basically sold out, so she'll give you like 2 pies. She's gonna
Alright, that was.
profusely apologize that she does not currently have any pies. She's got like the 2 of them left.
Well, thank you very much. Anyway, I appreciate it very much.
Of course.
And she's going to hand 1 pie to Nixie and take 1 for herself and then just head back. I really need to learn that recipe. These are some good pies.
Poor gal. Because you're eating her at a house at home.
To be fair, she also made 2 gold and 2 silver for a bunch of pies.
No, not poor her. She's selling those pies, so she's making money.
She's got loyal customers. What do you mean? I mean, I bet Korthina would think that anyway, given she's from a baker family.
Yeah.
That stopped baking.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, so now that we're back... Oh, sorry, Korthina. Sorry, Char. We didn't have any extra pies. Sorry, Marihal, too. But let me go over the plan, at least my version of the plan. Here's my reasoning. We don't necessarily dislike, say, Lady Songbird. I know you, Korthina, care for her a lot more than us, but that doesn't mean we have to hate her. But we also know that, well, she was kind of fed up about what happened, even though it wasn't completely our fault. And she's not in a position to leverage her power to help us. And even if she was, I'm not so sure she would in this scenario. We also know that there's forces against us, because with what happened, if they wanted it to make it go away, they would have just killed the guards. They would have made a new rumor, but they didn't, which means they're specifically targeting us. That also would lead us to believe that, given the situation in Stonecall, if we returned, there would be a false trial, or we are convicted and something happens to us. That should be avoided, of course, especially for cute Nixie here. Gloom would do great in prison. She would shank everyone, but that's besides the point. She would get a longer sentence, but we don't want to see her hung or anything. So let's try to avoid that as well. We don't need another execution. Nixie, I'm glad you weren't there, but there was a whole execution of some lady. We don't want that to happen to us. There's no good scenario where we have a trial and win. So, we either avoid Stonecall or find a way to get the charges dropped or something else to happen.
Well, that's what
We
I was trying to do. We would get the
Yes,
charges
we
dropped
cannot.
by going to court.
Well,
okay.
we cannot go to we have to go to Stonecall because we can't just avoid that forever. We can't have the charges dropped because, like I said, if we wanted to do that, it would have happened already. And there's no reason to believe we would get off scot-free even if we are innocent, because otherwise we wouldn't be charged in the first place. Somebody's trying to make it happen. So my solution, my clever plan, my devious scheme, it is quite a little mean, but we find a Thorns Guard. I don't know, it doesn't matter who, it's the evil Thorns Guard. We look for Thorns Guard, we find the worst of the worst, preferably a captain of some sort, someone that really deserves it. We kill the other ones, or maybe not even that, we used to avoid them. We abduct him or something. We torture him. Gloom can be in charge of that. Hopefully it's someone that burnt her village, so she gets really into it and nobody else has a problem because the guy's evil as shit. We torture him until he wants us to stop. To do so, I'm no archfey or such, but I should be able to make a pact. We plant some, especially in a weakened state, in a weakened mind, it would make sense. We make him believe with his entire being that the Thorns Guard tricked the guards into believing we did it. The Thorns Guard planted evidence. The Thorns Guard were behind it because they were tired of working with this man who was getting too famous, too prosperous. He was working on his own. He was too much of a loose cannon. He was too eligible. He was making all the other Thorns Guard look weak and beta. So, we convinced them that wholeheartedly. We planted some false documents on him and in other places. And we send him to an area with no memory of our interaction. So he only thinks what we tell him happened. And well, we plant the evidence and we have Gloom maybe tell a reporter, maybe get a guard to follow the dude. He gets arrested, he tells the truth, or his version of the truth. They might even use truth bells, it won't matter because he thinks it's real. Suddenly, the other guards are poor souls that were tricked, maybe by a demon, maybe by archfey, who knows. And suddenly, the dude's a martyr. That means his allies like us. So we get off scot-free, so Lady Songbird doesn't hate us. And we've lost nothing, and we don't go to jail. And the only person to get hurt is a bad person.
That's a lot to that plan, because we gotta find somebody from the Thorns Guard. We don't even know where they are.
I mean, come on, that's the easiest part. They constantly trying to blow themselves up on us.
But it sounds like it could take like a couple of like days or even like weeks to break the sky.
What
to,
if
like,
instead
plan
of
everything.
torture,
It just has
What
to, like, I can show them Herbert. He'll break immediately.
What about suggestion?
I'm afraid not.
They showed the
Suggestion.
Herbert.
Yeah. As much as like suggestion, they would recognize the effects if we sent a suggested person to court, and no suggested person can make a true pact.
So torture is the only way?
I have some qualms about this because even if we do persuade this guy or like torture him, if this trial is really targeted to us, then they won't really care about just one missing Thorns guard. They're still gonna find a way to target us anyway, right?
Well, yes, but we won't be against the law anymore. And if we don't have to worry about the law, we can get them back, you know?
The princess herself sent us. We all remember that, right?
Yes, but do you really believe she'll stick her neck out for us? She's the fucking princess. She says, oh yeah, I had these adventures go here and they didn't kill the guy. You think the entire kingdom is going to be like, oh yeah, that makes sense, princess. They're going to be like, oh fuck, the princess working with a demon.
Okay, but they... I don't know. I just want to go to court, man. Like, I don't know what else to do. This plan sounds like it's gonna backfire so hard.
Maybe you could go to court. You could go to court with Sister Maribel, or maybe you and Chuck go to court because you're honest as shit, and you're a soldier, and they'd believe you, and you didn't actually do anything. You're in the blast radius.
Go to court.
And Char, it wasn't even there, so that would work for him. You could say Thaldmer was killed in action, killed in action.
You shut up. You're not even part of this conversation.
We tried to find the assassins.
I mean, that would work too.
The chances of us finding the assassins, though, are so slim to none.
It would prevent
But
us from having to torture somebody.
Well, you can do both. Like, how about this? Here's my strategy. We find Thorn's Guard and torture them until we find the assassins.
I'm not
If
on board
we can
with
get the
torture.
assassins, well, obviously not torture if we can help it. You need suggestion. I don't really care what you do. I would prefer torture, but I know it's not for everyone.
Okay, so here's a idea. Would we be able to obtain something on our way back to Stonecall? I might add. This is all heading towards Stonecall because I'm going to court. But okay, because I have to be honest. I can't not. We have to abide by the rules necessary to succeed. So, what if we somehow obtained something that would draw the people, you know, like when we had the fiendish objects and those people came?
That you sold?
I did not sell them. I turned them in.
A big
I
difference.
completed the task at hand.
So you want us to
you
find
turned him
more
in.
fiendish objects?
If we had a fiendish object, somehow could use it as a beacon to have more of those people come after us, we could snatch one of them and use him.
All right, I like your way of
That I'm
thinking.
on
So
board with.
we
That is
get an artifact. We lure the people out. We keep them from blowing themselves up and destroying things. We keep one of them. We try to use suggestion to find the assassins that we can drag to court. If we can get the assassins, great. That solves it. But let's be honest, I'm not completely sure that'll work. I hope it works for your sake and for the sake of not torturing people. But if it comes down to it,
You're
and
on
we
full
run out
board
of
with
time.
torture.
What?
You're on full board with torture.
Of course I. Well, yes. I mean, we murder people all the time. Well, maybe not you, Nixie, but we murder people. What's the little torture?
That's a Lavender thing. Don't worry about it, Nixie. You'll be used to it.
But, so, I suppose that would work. We find an artifact, we lure people out, we keep them from killing themselves. We try to get them to give us evidence to prove our innocence, to find people that would help us prove our innocence. Find assassins, even if we can. That would prove that we did not do it. And that would be the main goal. Hopefully by then we're back to Stonecall. And if that happens, we use that evidence at trial. But, and this is the big but, if they kill themselves or something goes wrong and we cannot reliably think we'd win it in trial, we use my backup plan.
Somehow.
So, we already, like, we know that Lady Songbird and Cedric already have some, like, dealings, right?
Yeah, but she said she's only. I disagree. 100% disagree with this. But they're like using Cethric because it sounds like, from my understanding, they need the Thorns Guard to help combat what's her face from you know the Fey people. Why I
Yeah.
can't remember this name, I can't remember.
Oh, do you mean the Rashali?
Or the
They're not
Rashali,
Fey.
whatever the heck that is. Whoever was the new in charge person, they sent people. It's almost like They're like, what I'm understanding is Stonecall's military isn't strong anymore, so we have to lean on the Thorns Guard. That's what I'm understanding.
So, what if tomorrow morning I can send sending twice? What if we negotiate with Cethric and I send him a message and I'm like, hey, you know that we've killed Morning Song. You know that we
didn't do that. Do not. We did not kill Morning Song. He just blew up on his own.
but we'll just say like, hey, like we're very talented and we know that you have power in the high courts of Stonecall. Perhaps we could exchange our services for you to, like, put this trial under wraps and stuff.
Or maybe even torture Cethric.
You know how badly I want to do that, but I don't think we have the power.
I mean, yeah, I agree with that too. But, if we ever get the chance, we're definitely doing that.
The next chance we get, we're gonna take it. Anyway, me and Lavender are on the same page with that one. Korthina's gonna reach into her bag and pull out the book with the fiendish item trade shit that she found. She's gonna start flipping through it to see if by any means there's like a trade route crossing over Stonecall that they could intercept. You know what I'm talking about?
I mean, you could certainly look, but I'm gonna say right now, based off of the conversation you guys already had with Lord Morningsong, it's not plausible that there's going to be anyone that's actually running it.
Damn it.
Because you guys took out the person they had already.
Yeah, we took out their main guy.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Does it have any notes on where we might find the Thorns Guard or any partners?
No.
I was gonna say no. I think it's just a book on
It's a ledger.
fiendish trade.
Too bad.
But I mean, at least this has like people of where they went, where the items went. I'm not saying we gotta go, but I feel like this would clear us up real quick.
Or it implicates you.
Yeah, I would say implicate.
I think the court is a bad idea.
I still say torture and faith act, but that's my specialty.
I think we make negotiations with people and try to avoid getting stuck in a legal situation, because if they find out that like me and Creed are not humans, oh no, oh no.
I mean, we're all non-humans.
Korthina points to herself. You think that's the problem right now?
I mean, it is the problem, but it's not just the problem.
There's a jury.
Pulls out the bracelet and slips it on, hoping Songbird's on the other side.
And after a couple minutes of waiting, you do hear, or like I guess feel, the presence of another mind.
Lady Songbird, she like sits there in her head. You guys see her just like tapping her temples.
Mm-hmm.
You guys keep talking, it's fine.
Yes, Korthina, what is it? It's late.
How's everything going? We're just checking in.
It's going
We're coming
terribly.
to Stonecall.
Why have you not returned?
We had to run an errand, and we're gonna be on our way back tomorrow.
Right.
It was
Well,
for Lavender.
Okay, well, I can only hold them off for so much longer. You need to return as soon as possible.
Lavender's just going to turn to Korthina and ask about planting evidence and torturing people.
No, we're not doing that. She says that out loud, but like obviously the thought kind of throws in her brain, like no.
So what is this
Okay.
about planting evidence? What? Why?
No, no, no. And her brain is just like screaming. No, no, no. Okay. So in her mind, like Lady Songbird's hearing this, like, I am trying so hard to keep these guys coming to Stonecall. It is they don't want to go to court. Okay, I have to be brutally honest.
Unfortunately,
They don't want to go.
That's
They
going
think
to be an inevitability. And whatever crackpot plans you guys have planned to try to get out of it, it's not going to work.
it's not me, it's them. I swear I'm trying so hard, and that's another reason why it's taking so long for us to get there. I'm trying. I feel like I'm pulling like a donkey right now. Like
Just return as soon as possible. The sooner you get here, the easier it's going to be to clear this all up.
Okay.
Yeah, Lady Songbird if she's trying to kill us.
They're not trying to kill us.
I am not Lavender just turns to Korthina and just goes, I don't know what you're saying, but if she's saying one more time about going back to court, I'm not fucking doing that.
They're
What a
just
trap.
very nervous about coming back and us sitting in jail. That's genuinely what they're nervous about.
Well,
Or executed.
so here's
Or
the
getting
thing.
executed.
Okay, we're not going to let you get executed.
I don't believe you.
You can't even hear it.
Not even in her head. Just like thinking.
What'd you say?
Okay, so I will do everything I can. Oh god, Creed will help me. Creed's got my back on this. We will be there as soon as possible.
Look,
Oh,
we have ways and things set up in order to get you out. Okay?
okay.
So, you said that someone else attacked Lord Morningsong, correct?
Correct. It was 3 assassins, and there was before this 3 assassins, there was a note stuck to his chest. Means I don't know.
Do you know what the note said?
Fuck, I don't know. Do we know what the note said?
You don't.
I'm. That's something I have to ask.
Did
Creed.
anyone see it?
He was the one closest to Lord Morningsong, so he may have seen it, but I personally don't know that answer.
Well, do you know if it was? What can you tell me about the assassins themselves?
They just dropped out of the sky, out of nowhere, and then shot black nonsense into him.
Well, yeah. So they
And then-
appeared out of portals and they stabbed him. Yes.
Yes. And they stabbed him, and we tried to attack him, and then they poofed, went away. They just disappeared.
So, do you think this could be the work of the Scythe?
Yeah. Correct.
Okay. Well, in that case, that's going to be something that we can prove rather easily.
Okay. That's wonderful. I like the sound of that. You guys all see, like, Korthina's shoulders drop, and she just kind of immediately relaxes, like, oh, I can get them to come with that information. Like,
Crazy.
okay. So,
Are we not doing
Korthina
racing anymore?
Korthina just nods. Okay, Lady Sabra, I honestly chimed in here because I needed something, because I
look.
was trying so hard to convince these guys. They're coming up with wild shenanigan ideas of kidnapping Thornsguard and
I understand
trying
your
to frame them.
concerns.
And I'm like, well, that's a great idea. We should not do that. You know, trying to be reassuring, but do the right thing.
Look, Korthina. One of the benefits that we have with this strange alliance with Setheric is that we have some degree of sway here.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
He
Yes, ma'am.
knows. We've discussed this at length. He knows that you are not the ones responsible.
Yes.
We all know that this is the drastic overreach by the Duke.
Mm-hmm.
The Duke is getting out of control.
Yes, ma'am. I understand, ma'am.
Okay? So Setheric is
Yes.
on our side with this. As strange as that is to say.
Yes, okay.
So,
All right.
get back tomorrow.
Tomorrow. We'll get back
Return
tomorrow.
Tomorrow. There's, as far as jail and prison, there's no choice in that matter. You will be spending time in a cell. That is not really a negotiable point.
I'm not telling them that, but okay.
What did she say? What did she say?
She's not saying anything out loud. She's just nodding and going, yes,
Tara's just looking, just like waiting.
Like, okay, yes, ma'am. Okay, yes, ma'am. Like, that's literally all you're
Once
hearing.
Once you get back, that's when things are going to start moving.
Yes, ma'am. I understand, ma'am.
But you have
Okay.
to come back.
Yes, we'll return as soon as possible, tomorrow at the soonest. I promise.
Okay?
Oh. Yes, ma'am.
Need a
I will
drink.
see you tomorrow. And Korthina takes off the bracelet and throws it back in her bag. And she leans back and lays back on the bed. She sits up. Okay. Good news! Great news! Everything's gonna be fine. That's really what she
Please
looks at me.
explain.
How did we
Everything's
come to
gonna
that
be
conclusion?
fine. So there is enough evidence showing that it's not us. We just have to, I guess, show up to court as a formality to like bear witness. Hey, this is what happened. You know, we're just witnesses to this horrendous situation.
Lavender's going to insight and ask, will we go to jail though? For any time?
I feel like that's a bit of a metagame question, but at
All
the
right, so
same
maybe not. But it's also like, would you actually go to jail to show up in court? Lavender has no idea.
We shouldn't, because if we just like I would say this, under house arrest. So we just can't leave the safe house. So because we're under house arrest. So we would be in jail but at home. She's literally
Lavender
she's
isn't saying that just because that sounds like, I know I'm metagaming a little bit, but she needs to know.
technically a lie, but
8,
Yeah.
but her passive insight is
Deception.
14.
Fuck, I rolled deception. Come on, deception. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Lavender's going to believe you, and she's just going to be like, all right.
I
But if
promise
this turns
everything's gonna be
sideways, I'm killing
fine.
everyone.
I promise.
Oh.
Nobody's gonna be killing nobody. We are 100%. I know, not getting executed. We are not. We're not doing. What was the other thing? It's two things. What was the other one? Jail time. We're not. No. We're good. We're just witnesses to a shitty event, and so we have to go. Like, well, are we suspects? Yes, but we're not. We're okay.
Sure. All right.
And just locked eyes with Lavender. Just like sitting there like trying really hard to be like, oh.
All right.
I guess
Cool.
back to Stonecall.
Disconnect backfire in any way.
So do I have to
As long
be
as
at
we
the trial?
cooperate. I told her we'd be back tomorrow. So once tomorrow rolls around, I'm assuming Creed and Gloom will be back. We rush to Stonecall. Okay?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh my
Now,
God.
hopefully, we'll just not have to bag Gloom and run because I know Gloom is going to be very resistant about this.
Well, why would she? Why should she be resistant? But all right.
Well, because she doesn't. She's not gonna want to go to court. You know, like how you guys are. You guys are all like, we don't want to do this. We don't want to do
Fair.
this. She's
But
in the same boat.
be warned, it better not turn out sideways, or I will fucking slaughter someone.
It will be fine. I promise. Promise it'll be okay.
What
Okay.
if someone makes like an assassination attempt on us because they know where we'll be?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I'm sticking by Nixie. Char, you too. You stay near me.
Mm-hmm.
Then hangs her head. If you guys just come to Stonecall, that's all I need. Just
Yeah,
trust me.
Korthina, I love you, but I'm not protecting you if this goes sideways.
That I completely understand. I completely understand. Oh. She lays back down, like just flops back on the bed. I'm so tired. You guys are. This is just. Oh. This is great.
Okay. Well,
Okay. But good news, Nixie. We're not going to torture anybody.
I was kind of looking forward to that, but I think it'll happen sooner or later.
That's
Later down the
literally
road.
all I wanted. I just didn't
I've
want
got to
anybody to be
torture someone.
tortured. It's so aggressive for no reason.
You're with Lavender. What do you mean?
I
There's
know.
literally always
We're
aggressive.
working on it. It's touch and go.
Lavender sat her and just goes, "Dear, dear, you're going to have to learn to torture people eventually."
Oh my lord.
No.
I don't think that's a skill. we
I
should
don't
be-
like that laugh. Oh man.
It'll be okay. It'll be okay, Nixie. I promise.
Poor Nixie, so innocent. For now.
Yep.
That's all it's gonna take is one, and then she'll be corrupt. That's all it's gonna take.
Oh no, that's not why.
Uh-oh.
I can't imagine why.
Oh, you
I
can't?
don't want to do this.
I'm sure
I'm
you
scared.
can. It's just, it's gonna be really obvious once it happens.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure we're gonna have a moment.
Would you guys stop talking about it? I'm already worried.
You need hugs. I send hugs.
My sweet girl. She's gonna hurt so much.
Poor baby.
Oh well.
By the way, I
Oh,
totally
well.
DoorDashed brownies.
Oh, that was that's
Oh,
perfect.
Man. I need to make Hoobubes brownies. I don't know how I'm gonna
Well?
do it, but I'm gonna do it. Which, that doesn't make any sense to you right now. But Hoobube is the guildmaster in Rashali.
Ah,
And he promises brownies upon completion of different quests.
Nice.
Sounds pretty good.
nice. That does sound fun.
And
brownie.
the brownies are massive.
Oh, so is this one.
No, I'm
That's
talking
good.
like 8 inches by 8 inches by 6 inches. Massive.
Oh,
That's
that seems
perfect.
like a solid 4x4x2.
Like,
It's a nice little sheet of brownies.
Still hefty.
No thanks.
No thanks.
Wow.
No, Korthina in character, she actually doesn't like sweets. Like she's very much a stress eater though. So she'll eat anything.
oh
when
no,
she's
she'll be
high
stress eating those brownies like crazy.
Yep. Yep, she'll eat anything when she's high stress. So but she just doesn't like sweets due to her growing up in a bakery.
I understand that, but out of character, I fucking love bakeries. And even in character, Lavender would be like, it's like Lavender would always think to herself, Korthina, boy, she had it so good. But to each their own.
Personally, I love out of character. I
Yeah.
love bakery. I love going to the bakery, smelling the bakery. Oh my god! If I drive
Yeah.
by one, I have to go in.
Out
Like
of
Korthina
character, I
does.
work at a bakery.
Oh, nice.
Out of character, I made banana bread, and I'm so happy with it.
Most
Dude, man,
people
I'm
put
jealous.
pecans in their banana bread, and I can't eat it.
Allergic?
In the South, they put pecans in everything. Did you know they put pecans in carrot cake?
Yeah, I'm from Florida. I eat
Pecans don't go
yeah,
in
it's
carrot
good.
cake.
You know, I just
Yeah,
I'm just
it doesn't-
still-
they don't-
I'm just unhappy with the fact that they put grapes in chicken salad.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I don't know whose
It's
chicken
the worst.
salad you're having.
No, there's just
What?
like for whatever reason it's a Texas thing, and I don't get it. It's so stupid.
Oh, it
I've
is
seen
a
it. I've had it
Texas
before. It's
thing.
terrible.
That's all right. My favorite Colorado thing is frog eye salad.
Like actual frog eyes. I do not know
Yeah,
what you're talking
no,
about.
It's not actual frog eyes, but it is called frog eye salad. It's a dessert.
That's weird.
But,
All right, that
well,
just sounded pretty good.
in any case, it seems as though we're at the end of our session.
Yeah.
I'm
We're just talking about this in character.
Yeah, just back where I'm from, they have frog eye salad. It is truly
frog
to die
eye
for.
salad. Don't tell Gloom.
Yeah, don't do that. Oh my god, that'd be fucking hilarious. No, but Korthina for the end of her day, she's gonna sit up on the bed and pull up her Interpreting Dreams for Dummies books and start flipping through it.
And
So-
Lavender says, "Do you want me to stay over here for the night, or can I go back to bed?"
You can go back to bed because I don't know if I'm going to sleep anytime soon.
All right. If you need more coffee, make sure not to ask for the big, the strong stuff. You have to ask for the strong
No,
stuff.
the halfling, the halfling coffee.
Yeah.
We're not
Instead
asking
of
for that.
not Irish coffee, yeah, the halfling coffee.
Halfling coffee. Oh my god. No.
Oh, quick question.
No
Would
more
Lavender if you-
coffee for me. No more coffee. For
Yeah.
Me. I'll be okay. I'll just drift off to sleep, but hopefully no nightmares follow.
Yeah.
Anyway, what
If
was your
you
question?
could Lavender, like, would there be a book on translating the words in the song? or could that be? or that'd be
not
waiting for
anywhere
Stonecall.
near you, no.
Yeah, Lavender's just going to listen to the song throughout the night and wait for Stonecall.
Yeah, you'd have to know. I mean, I already kind of told you what language it's in.
It's
Or
the
I'll
Urgent
give you a
Aussie
hint.
language, so I imagine there's a book on it somewhere in the library.
Yep. So, but you might not even need it.
Ooh.
Might. Big might.
It might. I wonder what that means.
Well, you'll find out. Don't worry.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
You as a player, you're looking forward to it for sure.
And then whatchamacallit that? With that? Sorry, can't think.
But yeah.
Alright.
So yes, DM,
next-
I will be messaging you randomly
Huh?
about this dream,
you're
asking for random like bits and pieces to see if the
Okay.
book has it.
Yeah, I mean, you can certainly ask.
Yeah, it's gonna be very specific. Like it'll be like things that I feel like it should
Why is
have.
there
and
a
it doesn't
hole?
have, and I'm surprised. Huh?
Why is there a hole?
A whole
Yeah.
layer.
What the heck does a hole mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
weird
you
shit like
meant
that.
dream-wise. Okay, sorry.
What were you
Zoomed out on the map,
thinking?
like, what hole? I like
What were you
zoomed out on the
thinking?
map. I was like, what hole?
It's like, hang on a
I
second.
thought there was something on the map. I was scared.
Oh,
I was like, we're not going to bed yet. Oh no.
no, nothing's happening. You can go to bed just fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
We set off another human nuke.
Oh no. Yeah, the war crime squad is what you guys are currently known to Monday.
Yep.
We're the War Crime Squad. What?
Yeah. Yeah, Monday.
How many
Monday
war
sees
crimes
you
have we
guys as the
committed,
war crime
though?
Squad. Well, you blew up a guy.
That wasn't
so-
us.
He blew himself up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
He blew himself.
Well, I mean, from a outsider's perspective, it seems as though you guys are the one that blew him up. So, you know.
Obviously, but we didn't do it.
But you're also also involved with kidnapping, torture.
Potential torture.
I have a question for the DM.
Okay.
Can Nixie remember the words to the song from earlier?
Which one?
She's trying to see the one that was given away. I know I can't. I love that song, but can she?
Oh, you're talking about the one that was given to Gristle?
yeah.
Yeah,
Not
no.
the one that was given to Gristle. The
Oh,
one that
the
was
other
given
one.
to the High Fae.
No,
okay.
because
I didn't think so.
You gave it to me.
Yeah. It's scary. Archfey are fucking terrifying when they're my favorite type of thing in fiction.
It is one of her biggest fears.
Like demons, you at least know where they stand because they're you're like, oh yeah, demons are evil. They'll fuck you over somehow. Archfey are like, oh, do they even do that?
Well, keep this in mind. Like, be happy at the fact that she didn't attempt to do anything, and because to that end, she's actually following the law.
Yeah,
She's
exactly.
abiding by the
It's
law.
scary.
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
no,
Yeah, but demons do that. Devils do that too.
No.
By the word.
So the law of the freedom states is that the Fae cannot solicit Fae pacts.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
So
Wait, did
she's obeying the
You
law.
solicited.
I know, I solicited. My brain went to, oh god, did I do a fake pact? Did I not think into this enough?
Oh no, yeah, of course you did a Fae pact. That was a Fae pact.
Are there unintentional consequences?
No.
Okay.
We
Are
weren't
you
in-
just saying?
No. A Fae pact doesn't necessarily mean that it's a open-ended, contract. Like there are some that are like that, like a warlock pact.
Archfey pact. Warlock.
Yeah, like that is a thing, but it could just be close-ended, and and yours in this particular case was a close-ended pact.
Okay.
It was over as soon as
It's
you
all-
delivered.
Yeah, that entire process, the concept that somebody can take that from Nixie, and the concept that there are people that are that is literally the scariest. I'm gonna correct myself there. One of the scariest things that Nix can think about.
I will have to wonder if Nixie will start thinking that since Lavender can do that. Oh, I can't disobey mom or she'll take my fucking music. She'll take. That's going to be Lavender's new threat, except
She's
she
gonna
would
look
never do
up
that.
to you really quietly, like with big eyes, and just go, "You wouldn't,
Okay,
right?"
well, you know what? You've given me some ideas, Lavender.
Oh no, I don't want to. I'm gonna go home. I want to go to bed.
Don't talk like this around him.
I don't know what I'm.
It's okay.
You'll see.
That's
Don't worry.
terrible. Nixie's new fear, just the Fae. Her mom, kind of Fae.
New fear unlocked.
Nixie's just gonna stop talking. That's what Nixie's gonna do.
No,
She's dug herself a hole and just keeps digging.
But I'm just thinking now, somehow we all live in the big house, and Lavender's like, Nixie, clean your damn room, and Nixie's like, no, and Lavender's just like, I'll take your fucking voice, clean your damn room.
Okay,
No, don't do that. That's so mean.
that's
but she
that's
never do that.
pushing
She never
haha
do that.
fun for her. That's
She would never actually do that, but I'm just imagining it.
pushing haha fun for Nixie. That's too far.
But that's the scariest. That's why, devils can do some. I imagine devils, their pacts are similar, but at least in devils, you get into writing, you get like a whole system out of it, and it's pretty upfront usually. Oh, we want your soul, we want your blah, blah, blah.
With anything to do with the Fae, like both in and out of game. So
Yeah, Fae are so much
I'm definitely
scarier.
learning.
That's specifically why I picked Eladrin, because Fae are so fucking cool.
Anyway,
But yes.
I'm going to
Yes.
bed.
Yeah,
See y'all next
anyway,
week.
So, thanks for everyone that showed up to the stream. Appreciate y'all. Have a wonderful night.